to
Hello and welcome to our Distant Dungeon stream. Where, welcome to our Tales of the Rupture, where we are going to share our D&D homebrew campaign with you all. Today we are full house, that's good, and let's dive right into it. Good. So, a small recap from the events of last time. You are within the Emberstone, an Azer's stronghold, deep subterranean under the volcanoes, and last time the main event was the dinner with the king, where we had our tense conversation. There were multiple sides. There was the king, who was willing to, well, he felt the pressure from the Regency and was willing to abide by their given to their demands. There was General Grava, the aggressor. He wanted to face them head on, and a third, somewhat shy Prince Savar, who was proposing a different option. And with the help of your intervention, as you started to sort of amalgamate the ideas and take something from someone, and etc., you managed, and even the king also respected your opinions. Especially, I remember Yoneda and Inanis, you were going over the plans. We had Valris from the military's perspective, Rev Raimi gave some insights about the Regency and its perhaps possible abusable flaws, the vents perhaps. And Yermo was also there. No, Yermo.
Thanks.
wow
That's kind of mean, don't you think?
hostile.
I am just kidding. I'm just kidding. No.
Alright, bye guys.
My God.
No. Yermo, you added a lot of value as well to the conversation.
Such as?
comedic value.
Hey, I mentioned that we should attack the whatever the fuck they call the Regency.
Yes.
I mean,
We all,
definitely strategic and
as
not
a
just
team?
not we don't go underwater. Of course not.
Oh, interestingly, one of the final points that was mentioned by General Grava, you had proposed that you do follow Prince Savar's plan to build the comet, which is
Yes.
not to say the least, an ambitious project of
Yes.
basically launching the entire volcanic region that they call their home into space and maneuvering it.
I say it sounds like a reasonable response to what the Regency has done.
Who knows? I mean, desperate times calls for desperate measures.
That's
However, you recognize there are some things that need to be met. You had identified, first of all, some strengthening that needs to be done to ensure that the whole thing remains intact. Secondly, dark matter engines. You don't have them and you need them. Prince Avar mentioned that he had tried and they ended up collapsing in on themselves. As Inanis, you are well aware, is a great risk when handling them without the proper protocols. And following that, in fact, you identified two possible options. There were some wreckages at the bottom of the ocean that were from long battles past, and also the Regency, as even General Grava confirmed, have a platform which is on Kalk beaches. It resides in the sea. But it is linked to Kalk beaches, Kalk, just in case.
okay.
He does mention that yes, they know that they get their resupplying from there. They get even their air assaults, helicopters and whatnot, come from there. So that could be a potential target and a place where you can steal or acquire the dark matter engines that you need. In total, I believe you had made a calculation that you'd need two dark matter engines. We're talking about the basic, the class one. no, I think it was 3 class 1.
3, I remember, was the number.
Okay.
3 class 1, and you had asked if there's something better. You could, if you have a class 2, perhaps. It would strain the ship. It would be better if you have 3 with a class 2. It's even better. But
Having 2 class 1, 1 class 2, would that like be bad? Or is
No,
that's okay. Okay. They don't have to be all the same. Alright.
they don't need to
Just
be
clarifying.
exactly. Yes.
What is
It's true.
No.
And you also identified how
That's
one last thing apart from the reinforcement, and that you need the control panel and basically a pilot's chair. So a control panel, that's something that you need to do
Oh,
with,
as in installed into the system thing.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, exactly. You had also, as part of the last part of the conversation last time, and after this we'll dive into it, you had mentioned that Amilra with a couple of the others would go in the deep under ocean
Yes.
and the wreckages and try to acquire whatever they can, even computer parts, etc., to install this. But mainly the dark matter engine, and you had set your sight on the
Yes.
on the task at hand, the deployment platform.
Yes. Our goal here is essentially we are going to steal 2 ships. We are going to steal 2 of their vessels.
Yes.
We have 2 pilots. I look at Irmo. We can manage this.
Perfect. And as the conversation proceeds, and the ideas are shared, you at one point you hear a coming from King Bron as he sort of moves in his chair. He was leaning, and now he sort of straightens up. You do see he still has the like an IV drip. He's an old man, and he says, "Very well, I think I've heard enough. I." As he looks to the side to the anvil, he nods and he says, I have reviewed all that you have said. I will make my decision at Pulse." And as he says this, you do see there's General Grava. He looks at you and he gestures that later he'll explain. He'll say, I just need some moments to collect my thoughts. Very well, yes. Rest for now. I will send word later. Later, yes. And the anvil sort of gets up, and everyone starts getting up, and and people start going out of the room slowly. He does gesture. Wait a minute. The rest of you, and he gestures to you towards your party.
Okay.
A word. And he gestures to the other. He just mentions go. He sort of leans.
What did we do?
He looks forward. Well, nothing. Well, but
I didn't mean to say it out loud. You see, Rev just like kind of cringing onto herself because I didn't mean to say it out loud. Fuck.
He does chuckle a little. But he says, no, it's a simple matter of a curiosity more than anything. You are clearly quite capable of capable in yourself. You are described to have the strength of 100 of our own men. So I am curious. Why? I'm sure you're more than capable of making your way out of here in an easy fashion with the elf. Even if I didn't want such an outcome. So what is in it for you in reality?
Well, Your Majesty, I think there is some elements that are perhaps self-interested, an ally made, a blow to an enemy, a common enemy we have. But, I don't know, there's something else. I feel you have earned the right to something better, and I'm I personally, I do not speak for the others on this regard. I personally find that I'd like to be a vector in that reward that you deserve. To be free of these usurpers.
Very well. I am. going to
Nobody
roll a
deserves to go through what we went through.
Let's
Yeah,
get the
you
murder,
said-
the Regency.
Your allies are helping as well. huh?
Oh yeah? Okay, nice.
What Ref said resonated with him.
17.
Or
18.
better stated, nobody deserves to go through what we went through. Like, the pain we went through.
And as he analyzes all of you, very well. I am convinced. I shall ponder. Well, I shall reflect on what has been said, but not to worry. And if you go through this, you will have, well, whatever we can offer. Anything to assist you. After all, you are helping us. Very
We
well.
appreciate
Go
it.
have your rest. I'm sure General Grava will take care of any needs that you have.
He has already done quite well in that. We feel quite welcomed in your home. Thank you.
I'm glad. Hospitality has. Well, don't look at us right now, because right now we are in the midst of an assault. But we are typically quite popular with travelers. They come and purchase our goods, our exotic goods, and we are somewhat, we used to be, I suppose, somewhat of a bridge between the material plane and
I see.
the plane of fire. So yeah.
That is very interesting. Yeah.
Very well. We'll talk later, definitely. Go rest for now, and I'm sure General Grub has much to say as well.
Of course. I bow. And leave.
Please,
I bow.
please, you. And he sort of makes his way up from the.
I forget the bow.
Okay.
And then when it turns around, like, oh, shit. But he didn't see me, so.
Beautiful. You get outside, and
Yes.
most people have dispersed, but General Grava is there,
Mhm.
and there is also Prince Safar.
Okay, he's out.
They
Okay.
are they are in awkward silence.
Okay. Okay.
But as you come out, you see General Grava turns his side. Yes.
DM, just one question. We already had a full rest, and right now
Yes.
we're just on
Yes. We're just chilling.
yeah, just to confirm.
You
And did it take the entire day after the full rest for this moment, or is it like a few hours after we rested?
Exactly. This is a few hours. I would say
Okay.
like an hour or two. Approximately.
Okay.
Good. Yes. General Grava. He diverts his attention to you, and he says, good. I think you did well, Prince Savar, as well. But I think things went well. You did propose quite an interesting plan of action. The pulse, by the way,
Mhm.
we measure time by. There is an elemental mote at the heart of our civilization, and coincidentally, once a day it pulses, and that signifies
see.
the changing of the day.
Interesting. It
It
is-
should be a few hours from now.
Okay.
I don't know if you plan to do anything whilst we wait the king's verdict. You could even you can join us as well, Prince. And he's there with his satchel.
Yes, please.
waiting.
Indeed. I'd. In general, I think our engineers would probably be interested to make sure that everything that we need is taken note of.
We can
So
start
the-
planning.
Yeah, and know exactly what we require. Other than that, we did a bit of shopping before, and we've all rested ourselves before this meeting. So realistically, we are available to you should you need anything.
Oh, that's great. I
Uh,
suppose perhaps the engineers could go with the prince, and the more military esque of you could come join me and my guard. We're supposed to go with Bolt. We call him Bolt, but his proper title is Tempest.
Yes.
It's more of an accident that he had when we were growing up. But yes, so if you'd like to join us, all the entourage,
Sure.
my
That does
Yeah.
sound fun. It has been a while since I've been within full military company.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, great. And yes, so as the
Yes,
principal
Hirbo.
interjects, he
Sir,
says,
I have a question
yes,
for the DM.
go.
Can you tell me, because I can't find it for the life of me, are repeaters dex or strength based?
Dex.
Yes.
Dex for sure.
Then why is it telling me that it's +6, not a +8?
I mean, it's your Dex plus proficiency unless you're not proficient with it.
A simple blaster, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
It's a ranged weapon. All ranged weapons tend to be Dex unless otherwise state.
Okay, I just want to confirm that. Okay, I'll fix it. Thank you.
Yeah. And what's your dexterity? Your dexterity is 4, no?
Or 5.
So it's +7, not +6.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
fix.
So
I fix.
Uh,
I fix.
Oh, interesting. Double check. We can go over it later as well.
Yeah, no worries. That's fine.
Good. And even Prince Savar interjects. Yes. I would like. I can even show you my workshop. Whoever wants. And I suppose at this point the party sort of splits between the two. Who will be going with Prince Savar and who's going with General Grava? So with Prince Savar we have Yoneda and
honest?
Emelra would be joining Prince Savar as well.
Okay, so I'll go with them.
Okay.
Does Daddy-O?
Yeah, Vesbrin will still go with Prince
He's
Savar, I
in-
suppose.
Okay.
It's been some time since he was with his family, and even though he has nothing to contribute, he'd rather be there, I suppose.
It's like, that's sad. Like,
No, it's
here's the thing,
cute. He's being with the
like-
family. He's being with his family. It's lovely.
It's protecting.
He's showing interest in his family's like interests, even though he doesn't have. I will definitely.
Son.
I'll join with Grava. I am interested if the other elf is joining Grava as well, or if she's not here. I forget. I think she was here.
She is with you, Zirilla, and she'd actually accompany you guys.
Okay.
She's more of the military kind of vibe, so she'll join you guys. I suppose. And Yermo and Rev Raimi, who are you following?
Originally when I had asked
I mean,
about the...
well, I think I'm going with Grava and
What is it called?
I'm having a problem right now.
No, good. You're
Oh.
going with Grava as
Valeris.
well?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
When I had checked for Thieves' Scan, did I see anything? I forgot.
You did not. You did
No,
not.
right? Okay.
Mhm.
I'll go with Grava, but I'll like kind of follow behind and see if there's anything shiny on the way.
Yeah.
Then we'll see in that case.
Yeah, sure. Prince Savar goes through the royal halls, and you do get to his workshop. It's in a rural part. As you go there, you see it's quite abandoned. You see some areas which are still on the raw mountain wall, sort of. It has not been paved at all, and in fact you do find his workshop is it's quite disorganized, and something that you'd notice immediately, Manis, at the side of the workshop there's a small what was it called, the sphere of annihilation.
Oh,
It
A
is
small one.
it is paved,
Dark matter engine exploded.
yeah, exactly. You'd assume as such. You do see it is sort of blocked with a glass pane some ways back. They tried to block access to it somewhat, but yeah, it happened. And you see a number of his stools. A very worn down table, which he lays his plans upon, and And at this point, you all sort of he mentions, "Oh, sorry for the environment. I mean, I don't have much funding, and they don't like what my work, so I try to stay out of their way, so they stay out of mine. Um, well, these, if you have any instructions or maybe suggestions, we can perhaps go over them. That's what I wanted to do while my father reaches his decision. But at least we'd have a heads up if he decides to go along with it. And at this point, if you'd like, you sort of pour over the plans once again and start sort of um, going over the details, where what needs to be where you need to do the reinforcement, and you start going over these. I'm gonna ask for a simple technology check from the two of you.
Separate, right?
So, sorry, yeah, you can do it separate.
Okay.
If you want, in honest, you can do it with advantage as Amilra sort of leans over your shoulder
Okay.
and goes over the plans together with you. Let me just make note.
Ain't got the advantage.
Okay.
Good old mom.
Natural 20.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay. So a
Wow.
total
Total
of
28.
28. Oh my, that's
Oh.
very good. Okay. This is tech. Good. And Yoneda?
Family time. Back to the old days.
I rolled low, so I get a 21.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely.
Great.
Hey,
Well,
when I have a plus 11.
Our engineers.
That's fair. Beautiful. So the two of you
Our
start
tech
going over the
squad.
plans, and you start hashing out the details and deciding where to place the engines, where you need to do the reinforcement, and where you're going to eventually install the control room. In the meantime, we have General Grava. You start going outside from the royal halls,
Okay.
and you make your way to the side. It's a different area. You go by Firestone Plaza, but only to connect you to a different area. With as you keep on going, there's the let me just find it. Here we are. Good. So you start heading towards the guard halls actually, and amidst them you do see and this is the same location as the temple. You see one prominent one
Mhm.
immediately close to you, which is from the aesthetics you attributed to the forger. You start seeing these protrusions made of metal, his characteristic anvil at the forefront of the temple, and these even lava streams flowing through to and fro. But you keep on going further in, and you pass the guards' quarters, and you keep on heading towards um, a second temple. It is slightly above. You start going up these steps of these slabs of granite, and as you look upon the temple, you see it's more basic. It's more raw. There's no worked marble like the other one, and no ornaments. It's more of a cave mouth. And as you walk past the guards hall as well, you do see General Grava just also uh, butts his head in, and he says, anyone who wants, we are having a friendly meeting, I suppose, at Rava's temple. So bring whoever you want, and let's join Bolts for some of his tales, and you keep on going ahead in this.
So he's asking this. He's putting his head into this cave mouth space.
He put the head in the guild
And the guard.
guards.
Okay, that happened in the guards hall, and then we walked to the. Okay.
Exactly.
We're getting the vibe. now.
And indeed, you do see some guards start to flow out, some
Okay.
embers, and they sort of follow you, and little by little you start getting this procession of sorts.
Okay.
It is a winding road up to this cave mouth, and it is a steep incline, and from this distance you'd see glimmers of and I suppose especially Yermo, you would be vigilant to this. There are a number of crystals by this cave, jutting out, shiny things, apart from that shiny things, I suppose you see some weapons on the guards, but nothing much. There's no random money lying around.
I don't know.
What? No. There wouldn't be. They're not
How
there.
accessible do the crystals look?
So as you get closer, the crystal seem to be embedded in the mountainside, but with a python or something, you could pry perhaps one open, and they seem to be quite abundant. They have this bluish tinge, um, bluish white tinge, which is quite interesting. But yeah,
And are these close to the guards, or are the guards far away from this?
this is like a corridor that keeps on
Okay.
going up. To your left, it is open. It is a sheer drop, which I guess as well from here you do see Firestone Plaza. In the distance, it's what you have done is basically walked by the side of Firestone Plaza and gone up as well, quite elevated as well, and um, so the guards are here, but they seem to be engaged in discussion. There seems to be some level of excitement as well.
I think in the chaos, I'll just like tiptoe over to a crystal and pull out a little crowbar and just like try and
Pull out a little crowbar.
a little yeah a little crowbar which happens to be almost half my size. But
Yeah. As you start doing that, and go ahead and roll an athletics check. And you
wait,
know what?
what
Roll it
about
with
maybe
advantage.
sleight of hand?
I
It's,
mean,
it's, it's more gonna be athletics in this case, but with advantage because actually one
the
of the others
crowbar.
notices, and he goes, "Oh, you are a little fellow,"
Oh!
and
Okay.
Could I possibly use his athletics?
you know, the both
Can I
of
give
you
him
know.
advantage?
What?
You
What the
can
hell?
get an advantage. I'm
Or I
gonna
can use acrobatics. I can like use momentum. Yes, momentum to like get to
You
the
do
very edge and like maybe jump.
you put the crowbar in a certain way, then you do a backflip and you land on it.
Yes,
Therefore,
backflip,
you
a
use
cartwheel.
then you use acrobatics because you did a cartwheel.
Yeah.
Like that's
You
how
know
it
what?
works.
Even though you don't, since you don't have a proficiency, I'm assuming, right?
It's +1.
Okay, no worries, no worries. But you're giving him the crowbar, and the crowbar itself, I believe, gives advantage
It does
to
give
the
advantage.
athletics
It
check.
does.
So he'll do it with advantage.
Okay.
And that's a 13. Yeah. And you see he goes with you and he
I
starts
go to
prying.
steal.
Takes you some
Oh,
time.
here. Let me give this to you.
But eventually, you manage to. It snaps at a certain point. You get a broken shard, and you got a
Okay.
broken. It's a blue crystal.
So clearly, so they don't care about like people taking this.
It
It
seems to
seems.
be quite abundant as
Okay,
well.
okay.
But interestingly, it grows only around this cave.
Mm. That's
Fun.
good.
So this is the first time you're seeing this crystal, and it does have this dynamic feel to it. There's something writhing inside it, and
Curious. Just
slowly by
just
slowly,
just slowly, just quickly since I've pulled it out. If I put it next to my own crystal, does it
nothing.
nothing? Okay. Just thing. Okay, that's it. And I'll keep following.
Yes, you keep on going forward. Oh, next year, no, nothing happens. And just thinking.
Actually,
You, as you approach the mouth of the cave, you see jagged stones. This very granite feel with the sharp edges, and it's raw. And it's also a raw igneous rock. Very sharp and rough. At the top of the cave, of the mouth of the cave, there is more than a symbol. It's more edged into the rock itself, and there's a lightning shaped crack, basically. Sorry.
nothing.
What is happening?
Nothing. I wanted to make a very dumb reference.
Uh,
Carry on.
okay. And
The boy who lived, come to die.
as you approach the mouth, you see inside is very minimalistic. There's a very basic altar. At the center of the altar, there is. Let me just find it. 1 second. Here we go. Yes, here we are. So at the center of the altar, there's a sacrifice table. You do see some of the cake, the blood still there. It's
Wow.
to the side.
It's like instantly took a turn.
To the side, you
Um,
see an assortment of animals and monsters.
I'm.
That
I
charred-
step closer to them.
but yeah, there is the charred bodies of monsters. I suppose you would recognize. Go ahead and roll a history check.
Is there a duck?
No,
Then
no, ducks, no
Inanis
ducks.
and I are just like, no,
Okay.
there's an error here.
Reading, yeah.
7.
7, okay.
You said history.
Yes, yes.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
The
Rev, I don't know if you'd like to do that as well. This as well.
Yes, I'm going to history as well. It's gonna be garbage. Come on, lucky dice, don't betray me.
Not 20. On the history check.
13.
Okay.
Okay.
Close.
Yeah, you
Closer
do
than
see
you.
a range of monsters and animals, and something that stands out is the remnants of a basilisk. Its charred body, and seemingly it was offered for some sacrifices. You do get some other animals, and I suppose the basilisk stand out because you'd know that. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking probably what you're about to say. Carry on.
Because
Yeah, what I'm about to do actually.
Uh, I don't know. The basilisk stands out because perhaps you do have the collection of some poisons that can be
There we go.
distilled from,
There we
from
go.
the basilisk, and even some poison that can have perhaps petrification effects if assembled correctly.
Lovely.
So that could be that you make a mental note of.
No, I don't
And,
make a mental note. I walk straight to it.
You just go directly. Okay.
It is indeed in an area which seems to be the discarded pile, and so yeah, no one gets a second. And if you want, you can even do a nature check if you want to harvest some parts of the body. Actually,
Do I get advantage if I use my poisoner's kit to help me?
you'd get proficiency.
Okay, that works. So what am I rolling?
So in this
It's
case, a
nature, right? So-
So it's
Yes.
like intelligence plus your proficiency, essentially.
Sure.
Mhm.
Shit.
You'd know that even though it's charred, if you manage to get its gullet, that would be something that you can use for a chemical.
Well, I would like to. I can't. It's an 8.
Can I help with
An 8,
nature?
okay.
No.
Unfortunately, as you go for the gullet, it is a charred body. It's difficult as well. You start prying over some of the scales. You try to retrieve the gullet, but as you sort of opening, you nick it, and some liquids, some very hot sludge liquids come out. You get out of the way.
Fudge.
And nothing's lost. But you also notice that with the basilisk, so the gullet and the 2 eyes would be valuable
Mm.
for perhaps poisoning stuff later on. So if you'd like to also, the eyes, I'd say one of them is intact, as you recognize one of them has been charred during the sacrifice. But if you'd like to attempt a
I
second
will
attempt,
attempt.
you can try to do so. Go ahead.
Does
And
my
roll it.
poisoner feat give me advantage?
No, I believe no.
I tried. Okay. But I do get proficiency, right? Because I have
Yes.
the poison.
Yes, you do.
Jesus Christ, man.
All the intelligence people are elsewhere right now.
11.
11.
Can I give guidance?
My intelligence is quite high. It's just I'm rolling like dog shit.
I suppose, sure. As you're sort of the final things, you hear Raimi utter some words of guidance. Go ahead and roll a d4. It will be difficult to reach the DC, but you may.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Difficult. What's
14?
No.
Plus 15, eh? Yeah.
But yeah, it served as experience. And you notice, okay, I can harm these things. It's just I need to be more vigilant. Perhaps next time I have someone accompany with me, so that he can grant advantage basically. And you start thinking about these things. But unfortunately, the eye is just bursts. I'd like to ask. I'd ask you to do a.
Oh no.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh
please.
no.
A what saving throw?
Dexterity.
This ought to be fun.
Dexter. I think
Okay.
Dexterity is good.
Yeah, this is yours.
Jesus Christ.
Strong.
Why am I rolling like shit? What the fuck? Can I do anything to help me? I can't.
No, I can't help
That's
you on.
10.
I
there.
can't help you on a dex save.
Okay, beautiful. You do take 8 points of poison damage,
Fun.
and and you feel sluggish.
Love it.
In the following
I'm
minute,
loving it.
I'll ask you to do something else later.
Great. Great. I'm now an
so-
ornament in this cave.
So
About to be.
About to be.
you, in the meantime, as everyone is pouring through the mouth of the cave, and at this point, you are about 15.
It was a good run, Guillermo. It was a good run.
Sorry.
Yep.
It was a good run here, Mo.
Just pull up a new character sheet.
As
Oh,
you're
no.
entering here, you see a familiar face, Bolt.
The first fallen of the campaign.
Bolt, he's here in. Sorry. In,
No, we're good.
No, you're good.
Carry on.
We're
And
just
Bolt-
miming.
Bolt in a different attire. You remember him? He's a
Yeah.
young Azure, an Ember. He has a slight blue tinge to his fire, and as he comes out, he has these like basic robes, very minimalistic again, suiting the room. And as he comes out, he says, "Ah, Grava, we're coming. I wasn't sure, and you got company. Oh. Very well. I suppose I see even some new people as well, and he looks upon the newcomers, you guys. He says, "Well, have a seat. It's always good to have company, I suppose." And he does gesture. He goes to some of the guards he seems to be connected with, and he says, "Go, bring some of the meat. The guests will enjoy this." He says, "Good. Well, it's good to see all of you. Welcome to Rava's temple. I know sometimes Rava gets a bad rap as the god of vengeance and everything, but he's more than that. Sometimes Ret is important when in this situation, I suppose, when things are when injustice is being served. So we need to rise up against what is sort of pressing upon us. General Grav, I'm not sure how much he told, but I used to be a performer, and sometimes the guards like to listen to my performance and relax and even have something to eat, drink, and just share a familiar bond. So please have a seat while I set up.
Thank you.
And you do see the temple wild bear has multiple jutting rocks that have been smoothened. They serve as sort of seating places, and Yermo, can you do a Constitution saving throw? And as you see groups of embers start to form. How much?
So
6.
I'm picturing right now. So me and Rev are like moving to take a seat next to each other. It's like, Yermo, get over here, and he's like,
I'm got.
As he's turning, you start seeing he has this greenish liquid that has been splashed on him, and he turns around quite sluggishly. He seems pale, which is weird for a bird. And you notice that some of his feathers seem to be getting whiter and whiter.
"Hey,
And
Yermo, you're okay over there, bud?"
I feel kind of weird.
Can I do a
My
medicine?
voice has
Can
gotten
I-
much deeper as well. What is happening to me?
One could say it's gravelly.
Gravelly. Ah.
Nice.
Ah.
Your
And you
wounds
just-
doesn't remove poisons, eh?
No, and this isn't a poison.
This is a greater restoration thing.
Fuck me. What do I
That you
do?
would know.
I wouldn't.
If you'd like
We,
to investigate,
I,
uh-huh.
I'll let Rev like do a direct
Just to
investigation.
understand.
Can I
Russell,
try a
because right
medicine
now-
check to try and understand what the fuck is going on?
Yes, go ahead and roll a medicine.
What the
check,
fuck
please.
he touched specifically?
Yermo currently is still able to walk and do everything. He's just slowed.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
He's just
okay.
slow.
He's failed
I
two
was
of his,
lucky.
of his
I
three
was lucky
saves
as
against
shit.
the
23.
petrification eye bites.
Has the room gotten much bigger? It's taking longer to get to you.
And Raimi, you go to Yermo and start going over, making sure not to touch whatever the liquid is. But you do spot the basilisk's body, and you start making these associations. Ah, perhaps something was still active from the basilisk, and it got all over Yermo. Oh, that's bad. Petrification. You start remembering the basilisk and what you know from some of the books.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh
Remy,
shit,
why
oh
are
shit.
you frowning?
I woke up and my first instinct is like, can I prestidigitation off the weird gunk shit that's on him?
That was helpful. Yep.
Okay, okay, that's-
you clean it quickly. Yep.
Just-
I feel healed already.
And Yermo, go ahead and do another Constitution saving throw, please.
I have my
Please.
assistant.
So far I've rolled a 3, a 5, and a 3. So let's see.
Just as an FYI, mechanics-wise, you have failed.
A 2.
Okay, now you have failed 2 out of the 3 because the first one was to get hit. Or
Yeah,
not.
right. So
But yep, you
I'll just like look around and like as people are kind of gathering, I'll just
There's been a grappa, makes eye contact, and he says,
sorry, I don't know if there's anyone here who's a proper like medical professional or some healer of sorts, but our friend here probably has.
He touched
tough.
basilisk shit.
Hi, how are you?
You see, as everyone's looking up on to you guys, there is Bolt at this.
He
in the corner.
touched something akin to basilisk venom, I guess. Not literal venom, but
Oh,
from what I can tell, he's petrifying as we speak.
oh
My
shit!
eyes feel really heavy right now.
You see, Bolt puts down the bongo,
Send help.
and boom, and it echoes.
No, the
chamber.
bongo fell.
Comes towards you, and oh no!
Careful! Don't touch him! Don't touch the.
Okay.
Well, at
let me see
least
what I can do. Oh, that's
Why
bad.
is everyone panicking so much? Why is everyone talking so fast, actually? What is happening?
I can't do anything.
Not to worry. I have something for this occasion. This has happened far too often for our liking. We have developed something that can help, but you have to fight through it. Listen to me. What's his name?
Yermo.
Yermo, don't go through the mountain. And Yermo, you start feeling the
But
mountain.
we're in a mountain right now.
The fucking aneurysm.
You start seeing the mountain closing, and instead of a tunnel, there is a mountain in front of you.
Don't
so
go
don't
to the
walk to
left.
it.
No.
Guys, the
And,
mountain arrived.
I'd like you to do another Constitution saving throw while he goes and gets some.
Doesn't even get advantage for whatever the fuck it does.
It's so bad. It's just so low.
Beautiful.
It's a 10.
Okay. So you feel yourself like involuntary walking towards this hallucinatory mountain, and you start walking through it, and it's muddy, and it sort of starts sucking you in, and you start getting engulfed. And for the guys outside, you start see him. His movements grind to a halt. Some of his feathers start to calcify. At this point, Bolt comes running. He has a
Guys,
jar.
it's getting hard to breathe.
Oh shit. And he has this very thick ointment. It seems to be like a blue mud, and he starts wiping it on Yermo. His feathers start to get coagulated and everything, and everything.
Thanks
starts
for
to
the
come.
facial. It's very nice.
And he says, it will be a few moments. He will be kind of out of action for a while, but this
Okay.
should do the trick.
Okay.
And
Thank
you,
you.
at this point, you freeze.
You're always specifying.
You you freeze like this. Your talons just up, and you go into this deep slumber, which is quite nice, peaceful. You feel the coolness of the ointment that he has administered to you. You have 10 minutes of petrification
Try
until
to
the
hold it for that
ointment.
much for the role playing.
Oh no. Good. In the meantime, you do see a number of guards have gathered, and oh, it's like Joe last time.
I'm so sorry. I looked to Bolt, who was from. I'm so sorry if that was a rare resource. We will try our best to
Don't be. No. This is something that I have dabbled in these alchemical potions and ointments.
That's-
But it has happened from time to
I
time,
see.
and
Do you
basilisks are sorry.
do you have a lot of basilisks around this area?
Not many, but we do have some, and when well they are pests. I mean, they do wander through the mines, and they affect
Okay.
our mining expeditions. So
I see.
when we encounter them, we send a raiding party, and we collect the beast, and we sacrifice it to Rava in his honor.
Okay.
And so this has happened
I see.
one too many times. So
I see.
we are accustomed to such
Um,
acts.
still, I apologize for disrupting, but we'll let you get on it. Hey, Rev, can you help me? We'll move him out of the middle of the room.
Yes.
There are some embers that come and help you as well.
We'll lay him down like diagonally on like where the chairs would be. Just-
It would have been nice to let him stay petrified for a day or two.
sadly, we have stuff to do, and I'd like to have an extra hand, especially the stealthy one, considering that.
Okay, easy. I lift him up.
Yeah, I lift from the legs. Okay, we really can't drop him.
That's true. And
Yeah.
yes, and
Can you
Bolt
still
goes
hear
for-
me? Can I make an educated guess?
You don't
Giving you a thumbs up, so
Good, thumbs up.
I'm going to be
You're not
like,
sure.
this is why you don't touch random stuff. You will have a bit to think about it.
I suppose. Let's see. Odd. He hears even though. Oh, it's odd. So yeah, you heard this actually echoing while you're in this deep slumber. It echoes wherever you are. This familiar voice. And you see Bolt.
And does he
turn around.
manage to understand what I'm saying? And for the love of God, listen to me for a change. Or
You have no idea. There is no signs that he has. You don't know.
We know he won't.
You know.
It's okay.
wishful thinking, I guess.
Someday we won't have the bun, and then that will not be our fault.
And in the meantime, you do see Bolt. He summons what seems to be a spiritual weapon, and it's a drumstick.
Oh,
and
that's-
he starts setting up this performance, and you get this mellow music.
Okay.
Not this playlist, but go. See. Yeah, you get this soft background music. General Grava gestures to join him, and he tells you, "Come! These are some of my top brass, so to say, and I've been talking to some of them, and I've been well. You see, we have some outposts here and there, and when you talk to me about the when you talk to me about the platform, the deployment platform that you had mentioned, I did reach out to here to Jiv, and you do see there's one of the ember guards. He and Grava continues. Tell them what you saw. And Giv says, well, you see, it's the deployment platform. Not but 2 days ago there were two vessels, two starships that landed there. The rest mostly are the copters. They don't have any engines, the dark matter engines. General Grava told you were looking, but there were two starships. Yes, there was the what was it? He kicks his friend. Ah, yes. There was a bishop class starship and a herald class starship. That's what we got. They seem to be supplying them.
Do I have context as to what these ships are like, other than me looking them up in Dana? But as Valrys, does she know what?
Yeah, that's yeah. Go ahead and roll a history check quickly. Yeah.
Okay. That's an 18. I don't know if like my smuggling or anything comes into play here.
Second.
I will confirm if there's any actual like information on that.
I suppose. Yeah.
Let me confirm if it actually says anything. You have advantage on ability checks you may detect the damage, gain proficiency. No, it doesn't say anything about it. So it's an 18.
18 is good enough. You do recognize, yes, the bishop is a dark matter class 2 engine.
Okay.
And the herald is a class 1 engine.
Okay.
You did read about them in your time with the Alorian Empire. These are common ships used by the Reagency.
Is the bishop class ship the one we like? Not the same ship. Well, yes. I don't know if it's the same ship, but is it the same model, that the thing that chased us out of our prison break?
It is, yes, indeed, yes.
Okay.
It is in fact the same class as
I describe the ship as I recall it, and I'm like, by any chance, does it match the description? If any of you saw this ship?
Yes. Here. And he does bring up a video feed.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's.
And you do notice the holographic field seem to be at the mouth of a similar tube that a lava tube of thing. That they had emerged and they captured this. And yes, you do recognize. Probably this is for supplies. It is a transport ship after all. Perhaps even some armaments. Perhaps even some vehicles. Who knows? So that's what you get.
But it's not the same ship, like the exact same ship. Or would it be hard to like tell? Like, I don't know if it had any distinctive features of like color scheme of like what it looked like from the outside. If they all look the same, I guess.
They're pretty similar. You'd have to be much more up close to discern.
Then that's okay. All right. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, that's good.
And General Grove says
2 days ago.
So there you go. Plus, we do need to interrogate the teacher.
Yes.
We're letting her brew for a while, and then we'll try to go together.
We have some means of at least guaranteeing truth as to what she might speak. Now, if she doesn't choose to speak, there are other ways to make her talk. But
that's good. Yes. At this point, there is food is being served. Refreshments are being served. You do see these. It's a very family kind of vibe. They seem to be caring for each other. They share these beers. They do pass some to you if you like. They think these are safe for airborne consumption. Should you like?
I'll try one. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you try one. It is spicy. It has a kick to
Whoa, nice.
And you share. There's this soft music at the back, a very relaxing vibe, and you all converse. I don't know if
Mm.
there's anything in particular you want to talk to Grava about.
At this stage, he's given us Donna. I'd spend the time kind of like talking to the soldiers, more like just. I feel like Valorous is getting into a vibe of like remembering her days being in like a squadron and being in the guard quarters and the military barracks and whatnot, and she's getting into that vibe of like probably like if there's a kind of not a challenge of sorts, but some kind of like less rough housing, but that vibe of like someone starts to like try to eat someone under the table kind of vibe, the thing of like I can handle more than you can kind of shit. Valorous is getting up to that sort of shenanigans and like
yes, definitely.
building camaraderie.
Yeah, you do get these friendly competitions that they get to. There are some of them that continue to go to jam with bot
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
fun.
so it's a lot of that. Yes.
Yeah. I think I'll just spend that, and broadly, I'm just like sort of here and there building up this like the momentum of we're gonna show him who's boss, and we'll show those mother effers what we're made of and shit like that kind of vibe.
And especially most of these the guards, you feel they share the same sentiments.
Yeah.
General Grava, and they seem to have a lot of respect to him. And yes, you do get share this.
Yeah.
They do mention that they have lava tubes close to the deployment platform, but the General Grava then also says we'll get to that after the king's verdict, I suppose. And yeah, with that you mostly relax. 10 minutes pass, and Irmo, you start to regain some some like calcium flakes start to fall, these rocky flakes from your skin, and you feel very stiff.
Great.
Hey, Euro, good morning.
Hi.
How alcohol intense is the spicy beer?
It's quite intense. These are they can handle. These are dwarves.
Reasonably, Valorous is probably at this point past tipsy and getting close to.
Yeah, I feel like Rev is also more or less at the same level. Maybe more towards the slightly more leaning towards tipsy as opposed to fully drunk because she's bigger, but
Yeah.
Fair enough. You would notice on Yermo's Yermo's person in this like chalky texture. There's like a deck drawn on his forehead.
Wait.
what did you
hold on.
say?
So it's etched in like.
No, it's a chalk. It has been drawn on.
So it doesn't become part of his skin once it depetrifies. Okay. It's not like a quick way of tattooing someone.
Like that's a
No.
great way of getting tattoos, just like
You just
pain free.
Feel it.
you just get petrified for a bit. You etch it in, and then it stays.
On his back there is like a Mo. What Mo was here.
Oh, see?
And
Why is everyone looking at me?
I point.
a group distracted.
And then I nudge at like Rev's shoulder out and keep pointing. Mo, and then I point at Mo.
No, Mo has been the butt of the joke.
Rev is just giggling and laughing
Why is
about
everyone
the
laughing?
whole thing.
So funny.
Beautiful.
I hand you a beer, and then I turn to continue with the rest of the people, and I'm laughing just as I like walk away. Mo.
And well, you do spend an hour or so there.
And in this hour, Rev started a unofficial tournament of arm wrestling.
Ooh, beautiful. Yes. Go ahead and roll an athletics check, a general one.
Let's see.
Being honest. What do you think the others are up to?
You're pure.
No, wait. You know what we're up to because we have probably sent pictures of Yermo petrified. Halfway through when we were drunk, I'm pretty sure that like me and Rev took a selfie with petrified Yermo.
Yes. 23 total.
Save.
And you and me.
They're all in the Yermo-less chat. Like,
I think they didn't plan anything.
23 total.
With the 23 total, I'd say you managed to gain 15 gold pieces in bash.
oh shit.
Yes.
Can I actually like as I see her doing well, kind of like try to amp up that and make that a bigger number?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Yeah. I mean, like, oh, come on, 2 gold. That's all you're tossing in, Mo. Oh, come on. That is a 17.
17. Yeah. So add 17 to that.
That's money.
And by the end of it, I'm just sitting down, leaning on my chair. I'm
giving you shoulder rubs. Being you got this, champ. You got this.
And I'm kind of like, and my head is kind of rolled back. I'm looking up at Valers and I'm being like, "You're such pretty hair. I'm kind of jealous."
I can teach you how to get this. It's a bit of work.
I think white looks better on you. You're really cute.
Aww, you're adorable.
Now the tipsiness is getting towards drunk.
I bet you.
Because I bet that this type of beer is something that you drink it and it doesn't hit immediately. It hits after a moment. So you're like, this is nothing. Dumps down, 2 down in quick succession, and then it's like, oh shit, now it's sitting. Fuck.
And
I made a mistake.
And at one point, people just give up arm wrestling. I'd say there were some contenders which gave you a run for your money, but mostly you have dominated here. And at one point, just no.
I think as like we're nearing that like as Rev was saying where it's hitting, like they've all retreated. I'm gathering up the coin as Rev is just laid back. I'll sit on your lap and I just start counting the coin. Great work. And I pat your cheek and just be like, finally, we have some gold again. Thank fuck. Good job, Rev. And then I pass out.
and I just cradle you in my arms and I'm like, in my head I'm like, pretty girl in my arms. Yay.
Strong arms.
And
when our esteemed party members will come back to us,
we'll wake up at some point.
They will probably
sure
find Irmo somewhere. I don't know what the fuck he's doing or how drunk he is, and me just cuddling up, me semi-asleep, cuddling up a sleeping Valrys with a bunch of gold in her pocket.
I take photos of them and send them in the chat, by the way.
There is a death grip on the purse. There is a death grip, an insane level of a death grip.
And are there reactions to the photos in the group chat? I'm curious at this point.
Well, in the meantime, so that happened. The bar, the scene at Rava's temple. Yermo, you got up to whatever you get up to. Because no, I mean, and
You didn't see it.
No, you rolled too high. Inanis and Yoned, I don't know, mention anything. You did have about like 2 hours or so until the pulse. Sorry.
Question DM in general
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the sphere of annihilation.
Yes.
Is it actually the same as the item sphere of annihilation?
It is not, but let me just confirm something, because there may be some similarity.
Because I would say, would I have ever had experience with the sphere of annihilation after I started sensing the void?
No, in fact, after you said
Hmm.
that, no. And you do feel this call, this weird
Okay.
allure of it.
Okay.
And you
Then
just-
I would actually go near it at some point, like after we stop discussing for a few minutes and like taking a small rest and between discussions. Then just go and inspect and see how it is contained, if it's doing anything in particular.
It seems to be
And-
static. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and just try to, I don't know, get a connection.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you to roll a wisdom check.
With check.
Yes.
Check, okay. Oh shit, competent. Okay.
And you have
Then
Arcana proficiency.
what? Which
Arcana.
one? Arcana. I don't think so. Where's my sheet here? Arcana. No. Arcana. No. So it's a total of 18 wisdom
18.
check.
Yes. And you extend your hand. You feel this connection, and there is a calling from it. Unlike what you've experienced in your previous experiment, there's this understanding that you share, your research into these things, and something clicks, something connects, and you feel it slowly going closer to you, and then you get sort of snap it out of it, and it stops.
Okay.
You swear you saw it move.
Okay. Uh, how large is the casing around it?
So it was basically, there was a corner of the room that was used for experiment, and now the panel just blocks that corner of the room. So it is basically it is about 2 feet large, the sphere of annihilation, not that big, but yes, as it moves closer, the casing, I suppose it has a leeway of 5 feet, 5 feet area around it. The panel is nothing serious. It's just a glass board just thrown against the corner, just to
Perfectly
make sure
safe.
that nothing stray goes through it.
Perfectly safe.
Yeah, you can easily move it. It's not bound by anything.
Okay, so and from my knowledge, do I know if people, because okay, I don't want to meta game in this case. Do I know if people are able to actually control a sphere of annihilation? Is it known? Like, if a sphere of annihilation comes from a dark matter engine, can someone control it?
Typically, no.
Typically no. So
yeah.
just okay, and I sense that I can actually move it. Okay. Fuck, this is going to be worse than your most situation. I'll try to shift it upwards.
Okay.
Just don't roll 3 trees. You're fine.
No, this can be worse because the DC is much higher.
You motion
Probably.
upwards. I'm gonna how much is your wisdom?
My wisdom is my value is 20 plus 5.
Okay, good. So good. You gesture upwards. Curiosity. You're saying, I mean, I'm sure that it moved, and suddenly the sphere of annihilation comes to life as it starts swirling on itself, and it goes upwards, 25 feet high.
Wait, can I control it to not hit the casing?
Unfortunately, the surprise comes to you as, whoa, it's obeying me. You do not control the height of it, and the sphere just goes up. It's a high ceiling. It's about 20 feet high, but it keeps going up 5 feet high. There's a hole in the room as everyone turns his eyes on you. There's this crunch, catch as it bites through the stone, and nothing is left, just a cylinder. You do still feel it. You do detect it inside the mountain.
Okay, I put it back down and fix it.
Go ahead and roll another wisdom check.
Sorry, did you guys
Oh,
move a
shit.
nuke by any chance?
Worse.
No,
Worse.
it's a black hole.
Worse.
It's-
Oh,
It's
that's great.
hole.
Black hole.
Lovely,
No.
lovely, lovely.
It's a continuous implosion.
Fun. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Chaos!
Oh,
Okay.
no. I would like to say, Yoneda's not in the room.
No, I'm probably the only one near it, so
I knew it, but Yoneda's in the room.
How we came here? Oh, we're gonna save
Yeah,
you. Don't worry,
it's-
we'll save for the
I'm-
Reagency. Oh,
no,
here's also a black
wait.
hole in your mountain.
To confirm, this
This is a corner of the guy's.
annihilation wasn't. It was where we were
Yeah.
doing the research.
Yeah, it was in a corner in the
it's a
room.
corner. It's a
In
corner.
a corner.
Okay, it wasn't like a separate room or anything. We just like walked by it. Okay, lovely. So I am in the room.
You are. And the fact there
I'm
are
not paying
fragments
attention
around
to this. I'm just like reading away. Like,
And at this point, in fact, Yoneda, you are reading, and you hear a gasp from and as you look from Savar, and as you look around, you see the sphere just descend from the roof from a hole that it has just made, and it spins out of control. I'm gonna ask. Let's see. This would be.
can I do a thing if I see so I'm saying this? Can I do a thing real quick?
Yes, go for it.
Side
I
steps.
want to do the spell on Inanis that teleports him away from where he is.
Oh, Vortex
Okay,
Warp.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
It's good because
Okay.
Vortex Warp.
I think that's
I believe
that's
so.
Sounds right.
the
Don't forget to record it for the group chat.
I think they're a bit preoccupied.
Inanis, you
Wait,
feel
give me a
it
second.
comes to life, and as you will it to come down, you feel this rebellion within this sphere as coming down, but it swears and it's coming towards you.
Oh no.
You don't tell me what to do, Dad. I'm my own sphere of annihilation.
Okay. So
Yes.
while this is happening, I'm going to try and use my channel divinity
Okay.
to open up a pocket in front of the of the sphere
Okay.
to try and just jut it out through the pocket.
I am confusing Yoneda with Inanis. Sorry, Yoneda with Silen.
And you
Silen
thought,
has a bunch of
I
stuff,
see,
but
Yeah.
I see.
Yoneda does not.
Lol, wrong campaign.
Yoneda does not. Yoneda just like looks and just like.
Okay, so
It's so
I'm
good.
on my own.
Smile for the camera.
On themselves. Yoneda will cast Expedition Retreat on themselves. That's what
That's-
Yoneda does.
Beautiful. So yes, as the sphere swerves to your direction, Inanis, I'm gonna ask you to roll a roll initiative actually to see
Oh,
if you are
shit.
quicker than-
Okay.
Hey Rev, I wonder what the engineers what our tech boys are doing. What do you think they're up to?
18
I don't know, science things.
Science things, that's right.
Let me
Okay,
see.
so guys, give me 5 minutes.
Somewhere in the fire. Fucking.
As you eyes wide open, you instinctively just tear this rift. You did a barrier, right?
Wait. So first thing, if we're now in action and
It's initiative.
then I'll move out of the way first
Okay.
and see if it still tracks me.
It does seem to be tracking you. Yes.
Shit. Okay. So I'll create
Fuck
not
you
bed, but
specifically.
instead pocket to try and absorb it in my dimension.
Okay. Yeah. As
The,
you do so, okay.
So
You create a pocket, right?
Yeah.
it just decided fuck you specifically.
As you unzip the fabric of nature, space.
You know,
And it sort of
as
goes
we
in
all
the
do.
direction. You see the void that you open the pocket, and it fuse, and it seems to enlargen, but it stays there. Then it stops in its tracks,
Okay.
and you see Savar. He's holding a metal plate, and he's looking like.
Hey.
I turn around. I say, I don't know what happened.
Miller looks at you. Did you just control a
Happened by
sphere?
itself, I promise.
Seems so.
It's
Ah.
not
What did Emira say? Did you just control her?
sphere.
Sphere.
Yeah.
But they are
I
not.
don't.
They are static. They are. What is this?
I just like felt, I don't know, like a connection, and I was able to command it for an instant. Doesn't seem to stay. Seems to be a bit rebellious.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard
So
about
it's in the middle. So it's stuck just where it was. Open the
They
pocket,
grow up so
and my
fast.
pocket is destroyed.
Yes,
Okay,
it's absorbed.
okay.
Yeah.
It's absorbed. Okay. So I lost it for the hour. That's good to know.
But yes, you see.
Wait, if it's absorbed, doesn't mean that the sphere now has the properties of the pocket.
It ate. It consumed it.
Technically, you could consider that it can hold up to 500 pounds of stuff inside it.
You could say that, yeah.
If you
So it
manage to
does-
survive the
it
damage,
doesn't-
sure.
It does have the properties of the pocket, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
just my brain just defaulted to the Binding of Isaac logic, not sponsored.
Did it destroy
Hello, Edmund.
anything in the
Sponsor
process?
us.
And it swerved to you. It sort of nicked the glass panel that was.
Okay, but that's okay. That's not too bad.
Just carved it. But yeah, nothing else. It's levitating. I'd say you managed to stop it about. You have reacted just in time, so it's about 5 feet off the ground. Yeah.
Okay. I turn to the prince. I say, sorry for the damage.
I am at a loss for words. I am at a loss for words, despite being at a loss for words. Yoneda yelled at me for the
I
next
don't know.
45 minutes.
What do we do? I turn to my mother.
Savar does this
That's-
Is it-
with seemingly to no effect.
I don't think I should do it again. I don't know how it happened. I don't think I can control it.
And you see your father right now with pistol out.
Yes.
I don't know what this
I'll
does,
shoot it, but I'm ready to shoot it.
I don't think it will help.
I
It
to
won't
bring
do
a
anything.
gun to my
I brought a gun to a black hole fight.
I mean, it's an honest attempt.
Your mother's saying.
Can I try? I don't know. Maybe it works.
Um,
I cast command on this sphere.
Oh no.
You feel command the target has to be a creature, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't know. Maybe it classifies as creature.
It's valid, but you learn that it's not a creature.
Okay.
It doesn't find purchase on the sphere.
All right. Just assume I use the spell.
Attempted.
And
Experimentation.
I suppose your mother.
Scientific method.
Not to worry. We are learned scientists and researcher. We can approach this in a scientific way. At a safe distance with multiple layers of protection, and
What can we use as protection?
she gently pushes you back. That is valid. At this point, you see most people in the room. I don't know if you'd you'd follow, but they have assembled at the door of the lab.
Divinity is used.
What does
another one.
Yoneda know about
Ooh, steam.
these things?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
That's also.
If you guys
Okay.
better, you can use data
Yes, I will go for data.
because you can easily access.
The best. 15.
15. Your research is focused mainly on weapons and shield systems, but you do have you did have an elective back at me about this stuff.
Spheres of Annihilation 101.
You just
No,
you just
501,
needed
501.
No, it's
501.
like exotic energy sources. That would be the elective.
Nice.
you just needed some
Extra credits.
some extra credit to fill up to get this degree. You needed something and you picked that one.
Easy subject.
And
Easy credits.
yes, you do remember that once a sphere of annihilation is created, it cannot be destroyed. But you did read that sometimes they go away by themselves, but that it's highly unpredictable, and there is no real there's no real science behind it. It's random when a sphere of annihilation goes away. It is produced by dark matter engines failing the void crystals. That's why they're dangerous, and that's why the void crystals, they are kept in their own casing, in containers, vacuum basically. Sphere of annihilation are produced when the void crystal absorbs matter at a space, and it collapses into chaos, whereas before it was a crystal, now it's a sphere of random chaos. It stays put typically. If there's a sphere of annihilation somewhere important, you move that important place somewhere else because you're not getting rid of it. There are cases that protect against the sphere of annihilation, but they have to be. They are made from specific metals, rare metals that you know of, that are used in fact, the dark matter engine.
Well, so 2 questions. One, no amount of force will basically is able to push this sphere.
No, but let's see. But stuff like wall of typically, let me see. So stuff like wall of force could offer some refuge, some kind of barrier, and even
Force cage.
even perhaps like you do know of a spell called Big Beast.
Oh, okay.
Cute.
Let me see.
I got a ball. Play catch. Whoosh.
Yeah, you can just throw a sphere of annihilation at someone. Hey, big man,
Okay,
catch
so-
the sphere.
What I do is
Hey,
okay.
dickhead, catch.
Huh.
How big is the room? How big is the room?
It's quite spacious. This was it's even quite basic room. Quite a basic room. There's no tiles and stuff, so it's not that dangerous.
Okay. So what I suggest is let's move everything that's important so that it's not damaged.
True. Yes.
Since it seems to be stuck, we do that. And then if we want to try it, I think everyone should get out. I stay in the room and try to shove it back to the corner.
Do you have an enhance ability or something prepared? And honestly,
Not today.
Oh, okay. I tried.
And you do see people get into action. Yoneda, you know exactly things that are made of force can be used to interact with it, but albeit limited and sometimes at with irregular results. Yeah, and in the meantime,
Can I ask a meaningful question on their behalf as something that might be important to consider?
yeah.
In this history check that Yaneda might have done and what Anonymous knows, would they know if a sphere of annihilation is where it is and the place where it is moves?
It seems.
Does the sphere just chew through or does it move along?
Typically, it moves along.
It moves along. Okay, good to. I asked this question on their behalf, considering
Okay,
that
so it's not stuck in that
its
point in space.
No.
it's anchored to the gravity of whatever space it is inhabiting, kind of.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I asked this in the context that I assume they would think of this, considering we plan to move this area, and there is a sphere of annihilation in the area. So it's like if we were to lift this, and suddenly there's a fucking hole of a sphere of annihilation burrowing through the mountain's core.
You,
That could be an issue.
You do know that
No.
it's a weird science. Because it's basically it's there in the fabric of time and space. But if for example plants are moving, it moves with it.
Okay.
And even if there was a vehicle that was moving,
Uh-huh.
it does move
Okay.
with the vehicle.
Yeah, that's
And
a good thing.
it's interesting.
Isn't all science kind of weird? Also, as a side
It's
note.
always sweet. Science is just as
DM.
drunk as everyone
What-
else.
One other question would I know with my check if there is any known interaction between spheres and pocket dimensions? If one is small enough, what would happen if you were to like encase it in a bag of holding? Does it like implode? Does it the usual interaction of pocket dimension and then like everything is sent to the astral sea? What is would I know if like
Yeah, you yes. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna require a data check or
You could always just try.
a data
I mean,
or a
to be honest, that was what I was attempting with the
Yeah.
pocket, because the pocket is another
Yeah.
subspace.
It didn't
Yeah.
explode into an astral sea, so at least
yeah.
that is confirmed.
Small victories, you know.
Unless Russell didn't realize that that's how it could have interacted, and now the science has changed.
Hey, maybe it's like a delayed astral
It's
sea
maybe a
explosion,
random. It's a random effect. Maybe we
50
don't-
years later, explosion into the astral sea.
So just as an FYI, the pocket dimension that Inanis creates, it's not the astral plane.
Hmm.
It is the plane of void which you associate with this sphere.
Okay.
So it's a different interaction.
So
Probably.
who knows? Yone, did you roll?
So, because I didn't roll. You said data or
Or history?
okay, so data.
Can I give advantage on
This
data? Yeah, like while we're brainstorming.
Yeah.
Because I have proficiency.
Yes, indeed.
I have to show you this.
You got two 20s.
Oh,
Two 20s.
Not
Two
sure if I
20s.
show, but they are
They-
220s. I don't think I've ever had that.
Ooh, nice,
Oof.
nice. I think it's a good time to have two
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
Considering that we have a sphere of
That is
annihilation
a-
every around roaming.
That is a 28.
There we go.
It's a double natural 20.
Very nice. There.
Say goodbye to your luck for the rest of the campaign.
Yep. Yep.
Double
So-
ones up next.
Yeah, what you get is that they have done experiments, and in fact, you bring up the papers, the research papers that have done this work. It is a random result. There are times when actually in fact, they proposed it as a means of removing the sphere of annihilation. There's a chance of the sphere closing on itself and disappearing, being destroyed. There's a chance of the sphere actually moving through the space and being actually kept there. Alternatively, the danger is that the spatial it tears a spatial rift, and everyone in the surrounding area gets shunted.
Classic.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Wow.
As you look at the interaction with Inanis's pocket, it's none of the above, which is weird. There's something new, something different from what you expected, because actually the sphere ate up their. It's more than ate up; they fused together. It was like they were part of the same thing.
I walk over to Ananis and I tell him, would you fancy writing a research paper with me?
Ooh, interesting. We can do that, yes. Haven't written one in 15 years? No, 10 years, 10 years. But not now, not now. That's
New field of study unlocked.
Yoneda's instantly like taking notes and just like it already has like a shared doc and everything, and it's like
mind map.
furiously typing and like.
Okay, so we prepared the room while we also so everyone. I say everyone get out of the room, and I go to the opposite corner from where everyone goes. I'll cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
Good idea.
I will, just in case, I will summon Newton.
Okay.
So just in case I need to like shunt Inanis 5 feet, I
Appreciate
can do
it.
that.
Yep.
Let's see something else that can. No. Does this work for this?
Guidance on yourself. Just classic, good old guidance.
I'll cast Bless also on
Okay.
myself.
Alright,
Okay.
check it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the other person
You
that
need
can
check,
give
yeah,
useful
for,
stuff.
like last time you did checks. So bless
Last
wouldn't
time
help
it was
you.
a check, but
Okay.
I'm going to have it for saving
Okay,
throws,
okay,
just
okay,
in
okay.
case.
Alright.
That's fair.
The other person that can provide this service is currently drunk.
So I have Sanctuary, Bless, that's good. Anything else? No, I can't cast anything else. So I already have a turn off of Sanctuary after I cast Bless. And last thing that I can try to do. Okay. Do I feel? Okay, I'll attempt to do a connection again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a wisdom check.
Wisdom. Okay.
Wisdom Arcana.
Oh, it's called between a 2 and a 20. I need to change this shit. Come on.
Hey,
Okay.
you just need above 10.
Wisdom 8.
8.
Chief.
The connection doesn't go through.
Okay. Okay.
It
Just
was
Okay.
a natural one, right?
no.
No, it was a 3+. Okay. But
Okay.
I don't feel any movements, so there's no. Okay, that's good. All right, first attempt failed. Okay. I'll try it again.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
15.
Nothing. No clue.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 turns, finally. Okay,
So
7
you
turns.
bothered it now. You need to let it rest.
You
It's
poked the
annoyed.
bear a bit too much.
It's annoyed now.
And ironically,
The sphere of
Let's
annihilation
see.
is based around the cat, guys.
I'll-
It's just
I'll
a
go
glorified
for a
cat.
4th one.
With this, I'm gonna say, your mother does come to approach you, and she walks slowly.
I stop. Why? I don't do anything. Why you can?
Exactly, fair enough. She just, Ingrid, come, let me help you. And she puts her shoulder on you, there, and she sort of helps you feel. Both of you are sort of channeling whatever connection you're sharing about the void. You can do it with advantage.
How's that? Oh yeah.
And she will cast also guidance, actually.
Hey, there you go.
Nope.
Wait, with advantage and
I
guidance?
feel you. I understand.
Come on.
13.
it does not.
Seems to be
I
standard.
can. Okay. Last resort.
Yes.
Jump at it.
I take out my shard
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
You're being really.
and I approach it.
Okay. As you take out the shard, you do feel this
Look at the shard. Look at the shard. Jingle, jingle.
And as you start approaching it, this sphere starts to rotate on it.
Ooh.
Oh shit, okay. It actually rotates.
shit.
Yes.
Okay. Is the rotation just spinning?
It's actually regular. Before it was quite a regular thing.
Before it was like turbulent flow,
It's
and now
spinning.
it's like
It's spinning.
like specifically in a direction. Okay.
Look at those technical
Okay.
words coming out.
Okay. So
Not
I
everything
go
is a
in the
cat
direction
cast.
of the glass, and I mentally commanded, "Come here, come here."
Go for it. Advantage, guidance, and you know what? Let's see because of that. So yeah, let's see.
Okay, fine.
Oh yes. Okay.
Don't get it too high, because it might actually like come at you
No,
fast.
25,
Join us.
and I mentally control to slowly drift.
Coming.
Did you add guidance and everything, right?
Yes, everything 25.
Beautiful. Yeah, with 25, you start feeling as it turns regularly, you feel this connection, and it clicks again. And as you move your hand, it sways. It sways the other side. I'm gonna ask you for one final Wisdom Arcana check. As you feel the connection right now, you want to establish something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Oh
hey.
shit.
You can do that.
What do I have for this? Is this direct roll? Do I still have the advantage?
I suppose you still have the advantage. Your mother is still doing this for you. And she will recast this actually. Right, as well.
Guidance.
Oh, sorry, guidance. Guidance.
It is
Okay,
free.
okay, she can do that. Okay.
Yeah, it's just as right now it is caring about. You see, it's obeying you slightly, but
Hey,
there's
hey.
some irregularities.
First pet. Let's go.
I sense a feature.
Hey.
Come on.
I believe in the card of the hearts.
So,
Uh-oh.
I
The
mean,
core of the dice.
19.
Okay.
19. Okay. So you start you start controlling it more regularly. There are some irregularities. Think that you'd need perhaps more practice with it. You haven't. There are sometimes where the connection sort of leaves and it remains static. It hasn't turned outright hostile towards you like it did in the beginning. But no, you're
Progress.
managing to control it weirdly here and there. You sent it towards the glass, right? You said.
Yeah, I commanded to go over from where I tore through before and just put it back in.
Yeah, fair enough. You put it over behind the glass, and even though it's in some irregular manner,
Like sometimes I notice like the flow of the circulation. It's not. It becomes turbulent again, and like okay.
yes, and you'd assume controlling it to find distances would be an issue. In general, you're managing to control quite. It's moving to where you will it.
Oh shit. Alright. I turn back to everyone. I think for now it's safe. I think I should stop. I don't want to test my luck anymore.
The sphere
I need to
sensing,
rest.
the sphere sensing fear in its owner immediately goes back. Boink!
You have failed me.
Beautiful. And you now have the item of annihilation, albeit with control.
Shit, wait. Well, do I put it in my inventory? Actually, as an item.
Yes.
Oh god. Oh god.
You still have another check to do to fully establish your link, but so far, yes.
Truly, your first part of the campaign. Let's go.
But would I sense that the link is almost formed?
Yes, you do feel this connection. You will where you will it to goes. There are just these slight irregularities. You need to.
Okay. In that case, I would attempt to establish it.
Good.
If I sense.
Yeah.
I would say without guidance, but is the advantage from an enhanced ability?
No, it's just
Or-
her.
responsibility as well.
No, no, it's
but
like
the advantage.
I think it's your mom
it was
giving you
just
the help
it
It's
action.
your mom just helping you.
Okay. So in this case, it wouldn't be with advantage. I would say.
Good.
Hey,
Go for it.
hey, you got this, you got this in the back. Come on,
Hard of the cards. Hard of the cards.
I do the nebula die.
you got this. I believe.
We all believe. We believe.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
20.
okay, okay. The
19
DC.
was-
20.
Oh, no.
The
20.
DC, you hit the DC.
Beautiful. Yeah, 19 was just one off. So as you take your time with this thing and you keep on smoothing out the small hitches, you start controlling it finally. You send it where you want. You retrieve it, getting confident, still wary, but yeah, you have a sphere of annihilation
Hold
Sphere
it
of Annihilation, what did you say?
under your control.
under your control.
Okay.
Yes. It is right now.
Okay.
Exactly. It is under. It's controlled. It's controlled by you. Do you have the stats?
Is it the standard?
What?
The standard
It
should have
is-
been. Yeah,
Okay.
it's on 5e tools. You can find it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's what I have.
Anything else?
First
besides
legendary
the-
item, guys.
Yeah, first legendary item. Woo!
True.
Synesthesia,
with-
it's on
You have never heard of someone.
First
controlling
legendary
it?
item that can kill us, guys. Yeah.
One direction of your choice. It's a number of
And instead of intelligence, it is wisdom in your case.
Oh, okay. It uses wisdom.
Yeah.
Alright, nice.
Because in your case, that is how you interact with your magic, with the.
And the DC is 20. Because in the sheet it's 25.
So you had to meet 25, and you did meet it one time.
Exactly.
But then, because you had also the shard that reduces the
That reduces. Okay.
Oh, it does actually have those specific 3 random. No, that's actually in
yep,
its stat.
It does.
Okay, that's cool.
Do I have because I wouldn't actually know. Do I have identify? No, Yoneda has identify. I tell Yoneda.
No, I don't.
You
I don't
don't.
have identify. Wait.
Do I have identify?
No, I don't
No.
have identify.
No, I don't think any of us have identified.
Okay, I thought someone had identify.
No. We've always learned the magic items the hard way.
Yep.
Touches it.
Next character wizard for sure. The creatures, it's
Okay.
let's make it.
Okay, so right now, so if I want to control it, I would still need to always do a check.
No.
No,
That's
now-
permanent connection.
Is
You
it-
are-
Basically, you can move it. For you, it would be 25 feet. As part of
Yes.
your action.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
If you're within 6, you can use your action to answer. If you attempt to control it, you can. The winner of the contest gains control of the sphere and can levitate it as normal. Levitate it as normal. I am trying to understand. So technically, as far as like using it to like attack, is it like
Yes.
instant hit kind of vibe, like instant just you launch it at someone, they take 4d10 force damage.
I believe.
Because the
they
save,
do
this
a dexterity saving.
because the dexterity saving throws apply for people who are trying to control it. It attacks you, the sphere attacks you, and then you make a DC saving throw against it. But as far as like,
So it says if you fail, it moves 10 feet towards you. That's true. But
a creature whose face this. Okay,
Yes.
alright. I see. And objects would be immediately like.
Yeah. It specifies anything else that touches the sphere but isn't wholly engulfed and obliterated by it takes 4d10 force damage.
Yes.
So if I command it to go to a wall, it just destroys the wall. But if it touches it, it takes 4d10 damage.
It would basically, if there is something that is very durable, very hard, it would be eating away at it until it destroys its hit points, basically.
How to move with the person controlling it? Like, would you every time have to use an action to move it? Every time?
Ah, yes, you are right. I
Let's see.
apologize.
So it's like if you start walking like you just start walking, it's not gonna follow you automatically. Like, You have
No,
to
but
be
once it's under your control, you can move it wherever
okay.
it is to control it. That I believe.
Okay. But
Mm,
there has to be a limit to how much you can move it, no? Like if we were in
The
combat.
the movement is 5 times your intelligence modifier.
In this case, wisdom.
Okay, in this case wisdom. So it's 25
Okay.
per turn.
Okay.
But it doesn't specify that it takes an action to move it.
In the initial one, it does, where it says the
In
5
the
times.
initial one, yes.
But then after, I don't understand where its implication is of like, once you have control of it, you can levitate it as normal. I don't know what that implies. Yes, as normal. As one normally levitates a sphere of annihilation. You know, how like John from fucking...
As normal people do.
I'm gonna say until I
Yeah, we'll
decide
figure it
otherwise,
out.
It's gonna be an action.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. I'll say for now, automatically, I don't fully understand the mechanics.
Yeah, you
I don't know
can-
how to control it properly. I'm still
Insane.
learning. So it's always I need to concentrate.
Insane business. Okay. Cool shit.
Beautiful.
Cool shit.
So the 2 hours pass with these two different.
I'm productive.
Completely and utterly unproductive.
And with that, you do after 2 hours, you will be the earth vibrates beneath you, and there's this very earthquake like
How sober are we?
it shakes both of you awake.
Looks up. Oh, hi, Rev. Oh,
Hi,
gets up. Sorry.
It's okay, it's fine.
Okay, alright.
Blush,
Looks
creeping
around.
up.
Looks around. Also
So
blushes.
you do see a number of the guards.
There, okay.
Most
Is
of them
he
left.
is Yermo around still?
Would you be around your room?
I don't know. I think he'd just be like, just inspecting people. Just, yeah.
Goddamn creeper.
Yeah, just looking at how easily, how training the way he can open gold sacks, just like increasing his experience.
I'll check my own inventory because I look at Yermo and it's like, okay.
Oh, hello, good morning.
Hi.
Everything is in place.
Okay.
And as everything vibrates, the head of General Grava pokes through the mouth of the cave and you it's time.
Yeah. We're up. I'm up.
I'm also.
Come. I sent word they should be getting your friends as well. And yes, as on the other side with Prince Avar and everything, as Prince Avar feels the pulse, is I think my father is gonna pass very now. Come. We can deal with this later. You see, he gathers some of his valuables in the lab. He takes them and I'll put else. You're gonna leave it there, right?
Yes.
Just starts bringing along
Let's
the
just follow
fucking
Sheepishly.
He comes in
levitating
riding
behind
it.
Do we see the hole in the ceiling as
No.
we're passing by?
I mean, we're not gonna pass by their area.
Yeah. You all gather around and you gather this would be in one of the royal halls.
Mm-hmm.
As you all reconvene at one of the royal halls where he makes announcements. It seems there's an elevation, there's his podium, a throne, and well, it's quite decorated. There's banners and everything here and there. Quite a sizable crowd gathers around, and you do notice most of the most important people are there. General Grava, the Anvil, Bolt, and many more. And as the Anvil aids the king up the stairs, he gets to the podium. He approaches, and you see Anvil seems to hold two fingers by his neck. And as King Bron says, "Hello, and the anvil repeats in a louder, boomy voice for all to hear. But for the purpose of this, I'm just gonna say what. Welcome. We have gathered here as a defining moment in this civilization's history, I suppose. We are under attack by the Reagency, and we must adapt. As a good friend has told me, we cannot simply give in to their demands, and at one point we must fight back. But as my dear son has also suggested, it would be folly to face such a force alone, and so we must be wise with how we approach it. I have decided, after much consideration, we are to leave this planet. We are to collect ourselves away from the until we can build the strength to strike back again. We have found allies, and he gestures mainly in your general direction, and most people sort of glance towards you. And they have some of them have promised the force of the mighty Alorian Empire, which will be at our backs. Much is to be prepared. We have a lot of point of orders, and as such, we're going to work collectively to this unified effort. The first thing is we have to reinforce our place. The subterranean volcanic area has to be reinforced by metals. I am told by my engineers we need these panels of metals that have to be assembled in an orderly fashion. And finally, we need any metallic, any technological and electronical material to be assembled in a central hall for our engineers to produce the control panel. Anyone who can lend a hand will appreciate it. Finally, we do require any magic items that could be of use, any potions that could be of use, be brought to us, and we will distribute them to our valiant heroes who will be going both beneath the ocean bed, and also to our enemy's base to retrieve important parts. So anyone who has anything, even if specifically for Earthwall, that is the main thing that we have left. The rest has been assigned to our army. Just bring it to us in a hasty manner, so that we can assign these. You will be recompensated. Not to worry. And he says, he directly addresses you. For our volunteers, let's assemble at the war room to decide the course of action, as well with the aid of General Grava, my trusty fellow. And you see he's out of breath. He has these labored breaths in and out. He's tired, but he goes on and he rests on the anvil. He nods and good. To the survivor of the embers. You see everyone says, the embers! And it echoes through the halls. As you feel this sense of it's quite a tense set. There are some who feel hopeful, others who have been dreading this going against the regions. And so he descends, people scatter, and General Grava comes to you to the war room. Follow me. And you all start making your way to some of his high-ranking generals also come with you, and as you convene, it's a small room. There's a large table at the center, and a scroll of the map has been unfurled. In the map, that is currently placed there, it describes the continent of Kara, and you do notice the volcanic regions, the beaches, etc. And you do notice there are some markings where the perimeter has been set, and also to the south of the continent there is a marker which represents the platform in question. As everyone reconvenes, you start hearing these whispers, side conversations. The king arrives and sits at the top of at the head of the table. You are on one side with Rava and accompanied by Zirilla and Vezrin and Amilra. And on the other side, most of his high-ranking guards. And they
Yeah.
start discussing. Yes.
Are all the generals and high-ranking officials, are they all embers?
Yes.
They're all okay.
All of them are Ezers. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All
Oh,
of them
sorry,
are
yes, yes.
Ezers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Embers. Embers is the term specifically for the Ezers here in Ember.
Okay.
And yes, they are all Embers. And you do see they bring up also some basic sketches, and they say, okay, look here. This is our what we've seen of the deployment platform. The deployment platform is octagonal in shape. It resides 100 feet away from the beach. There is also a drone that is lowered for
What was
when
that? What was that?
a drawbridge.
A drawbridge. Okay.
Yes, that is lowered when they need to deliver stuff. There's a small guardhouse that is by on the beach itself. That seems to be therefore more of a reconnaissance, more to perceive threats. It is worth noting that the sides of the octagons, they do have defenses, active defenses, and the entire deployment platform also has shields. Just as an FYI, the top, so it's above sea level. There are 3 stories. That's what we know. That's our estimates. With the top story being an open platform where it accepts the vehicles coming down. Our reports mention that a bishop-sized and a herald-sized class ship have arrived there and are docked there currently. And that's what we know so far.
You see, Yurmo is like really like diving into it now because this is what he used to do, and he put his hand up.
Yes.
Sir, I have some questions.
Please, fire away.
Do you know of any cameras in the area?
So the cameras mainly is whatever the guardhouse can spot. Plus, I'm sure the deployment platform has its own sensory equipment.
Are we aware of it? Is it infrared, radar, actual
I
video
believe
cameras?
It is sight. It is visual.
Okay.
Do I have any information if they have any other means of
Different
like
what tech they have.
scout, like the level of tech that they have in general than that they
Yeah,
utilize?
you would be able to offer more insight because what they are describing is mainly observation. So exactly. So Rev Raimi, go ahead and roll. This would be a history check.
Okay.
Do I know what powers shield generators by any chance? Is it
Yeah.
like electricity or is it like magical source?
So electricity is magical.
Okay, fair enough.
Every time I look at my sheet, hoping that my bonuses will have changed, but alas, it is not to be. I rolled a 6.
A 6. It's fine.
Can I try help just from my experience of breaking into shit?
Let me think. What ship did you board? Did you steal? Do you remember?
I find.
Let me remember as well.
I'm not sure if Yuneda would know just out of like the repairs they've done. If they've repaired such a ship before.
I'll allow, yeah, Joneda, Jirmond Valrus. Valrus, you'd also have had dealings, especially with you being interested in ships.
Okay.
So yeah, all three of you can roll as well history actually.
All right, I'll take it.
I'm not sure what I had boarded. I know it was
It's-
massive.
Weapon 4.
Whopping 4. Yeah, I believe it was a crucible, but still it's similar tech.
Okay.
Th-
What did
this
you
is-
say? History.
Yes, please. This is not a starship. The
Yeah.
deployment platform in itself. Exactly. Just as an FYI.
Can I roll a tech roll instead of a history?
Let me think. What are you trying to find out? You want to
I'm
find out?
trying to understand what if they have advanced systems when it comes to like cameras.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Roll attack. If anyone else
16
wants
with
to
attack.
attack instead.
Yes, I
Um,
would love to roll a instead of
Yeah.
This is for what?
This is
that
for-
becomes
To
a
understand what kind of systems they have, like
Ah,
tech-wise.
okay.
that becomes a
Mm.
14.
14. Okay.
16 for me. I don't know if you heard me.
Because a
Mm-hmm.
lovely 3 on the dice.
Same.
I'm glad my trees went to other people.
Hey, I literally burnt my luck with those like double 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, so sensors. What you'd know. Let me just bring it up so that I have this entirety.
My main thing is to know if it's based on like maybe aerial, like a radar, like you know how the radar is,
Uh-huh.
or if it's like infrared. I don't know what kind of.
So they do with your rolls, Unit and Yurmo, you get underwater. It probably they would be able to detect
Okay.
the distance. You're not sure, but they can be quite accurate. Obviously, we're talking about ship-sized things because typically a large sensor would be more intended for larger things. Versus
And the
an area-
platform.
Sorry,
The platform.
this is the platform. This is the
Okay.
and they do have. You'd imagine they would have some sort of radar. But again, you don't know the distance. Yes.
No.
Just to understand correctly, to visualize it, when we're referring to the platform, this is the base, correct? The entire base.
Dock, I would assume.
Stationary, yes, it is docked 100 feet into the water, into the sea. It is placed in the sea.
Okay.
Okay.
Some of it is submerged.
Exactly, because I thought it was inland, not on the
Same.
sea. Okay, so
Okay.
that makes
No,
more
no,
sense.
It is on the seabed probably. You're not sure.
Okay. It
But
is, and
basically-
just to confirm, so 100 feet away, there's a guardhouse on the beach.
Yes.
Yes.
Just to
There's
the
a
information.
drawbridge
octagonal
leading
shape.
to it.
Okay, the drawbridge. Then that because I didn't understand why there was a
Mhm.
drawbridge, so that makes sense.
Thank
It is
you.
octagonal in shape, with
Yeah.
a tower on each vertex, and it has a shield that operates on the entire base.
Yes.
And the
Mhm.
shield, is it like constantly supplied? Like just somebody there supplying it, or is it like our shield of our?
It's similar to your shield.
Okay.
Do we feel like the shield would only be like against weapons fired, or would it also prevent people walking through? Would we be able to know that?
It would not be
It would not-
preventing people,
People.
walking through.
Okay, alright, sorry. That's good.
Um, you could make a safe guess that it is a directional field,
Mhm.
similar to your ship. It's typically either that, or in some cases maybe they would divert their resources to
protect more down. Typically, shields, from what I know on ships, it can protect two sides when it's powered, like extra. I don't know how stations work. Okay.
No, probably in a similar manner.
Probably in a similar manner. Okay. Realistically, what do we know of how far away is the exit tunnel of the lava tubes from the
Mhm,
beach where the guardhouse is.
You do see the sprawling network of the lava tubes. I suppose the most important, but there would be two. There is one that leads directly into like the a sea nearby.
Oh, the
directly-
tube leads into the ocean. Okay,
Yes,
alright.
exactly. That's one, but it's further up. And there's one that leads close to the guardhouse, and that would be about 200 feet away. There's some protection from some natural formations that hide the lava tube, and that is where you assume that they took their phone.
Okay.
They,
So we would be best assumed to be that would be the best path there. And is the lava tube big
Guarded.
enough for hypothetically one of our land runners to pass through?
it would be yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That is.
The other
That is
one
an
that,
option.
that leads to the ocean, it would be like a shallow water. It's still above sea water, just as
Okay.
an FYI, but it is 500 feet north of the base.
Okay.
500 feet away. Okay.
Away from the
500
base.
feet away. All right. That and then you said itself the structure is, apart from being octagonal, it is a 3-story building at least above water. We don't know how far below water it goes.
Yes.
Does Rev potentially have a vague idea as to where a ventilation system or some kind of like exit point and entry point would be available upon this base? Is that something we can piece together, or would we need to get close?
I'm assuming for the drawbridge to actually get in for this place would be by communication, no, from the guard tower.
I would, yeah.
That is likely. And
100
Rev,
feet away.
Rev, could you roll technology or history?
Yurmo could probably get the gate open by using mimicry to communicate with them.
You said which of the two options do I have?
Whichever you
Tech
want.
or history, I think.
Sig.
It's both the same, right? Come on, you got it.
12.
Okay. It's about the time.
12. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, thinking about this as well, the vents, perhaps even vents related to water cooling, use the same thing. Now, a vent would probably be, by your estimates, even logically, not on the first story near the water, because it would be at risk of water going in, etc. But would probably be on a second story, etc.
Okay.
But there's also even submerged vents, which would be regulating the cooling water and everything. And you remember they did suffer from problems, mainly that the sensors, the infrared sensors, would be glitched. Typically, that's the issue that you used to remember having.
So, taking that in mind, what I'm picturing, and I put this forward in front of everyone, like for General Grava and his generals and everyone else to like weigh in. Like I had initially suggested, I see this working best if we attack this on 2 fronts. I look at General Grava, I know your people are looking for blood, they are looking for war, and they are looking to seek retribution. I would like to give you that opportunity, and perhaps you can lead a much more frontal assault. And potentially we can go through the water.
Oh, well, my men would not touch the.
I know that one of our own is also a little bit against the idea, and perhaps, though I don't enjoy the premise, but perhaps since you mentioned, Irmo, that you would be capable of dealing with the drawbridge, maybe joining with the land expedition and helping them get that drawbridge down, and then
Try.
maybe we meet up. But I don't.
How you said 100 feet the platform is, so the drawbridge is.
So
So
you're.
the drawbridge, wait, it is 100 feet and it goes up, and there's 100 feet of water, or is it a platform 100 feet and a drawbridge like for like 20 feet at the entrance.
Okay, the drawbridge doesn't draw like this. It is
It's
like
more
an
of a
umbilical that just
yeah.
Ah, okay.
exactly like so
A very scientific noise.
Important.
Do the Azers have any more vehicles?
we do, yes.
Could we possibly design the vehicles to be similar to the Regency, and we can almost Trojan horse this? That's a movie I watched. That was quite good.
Yes, the Trojan Centaur. Yes, I
Yeah.
remember that one.
I read the book. I didn't see the movie.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I
it's
watched it in
been-
parts. The Wi-Fi isn't very good in that Magic Zone.
It's been so long since I watched that movie.
Trojan Centaur.
So could we
was a good
maybe
one.
design our vehicles to look like the Regency, and I open the bridge and they go in? Possibly.
We could try, but
Because I feel like if we open the bridge and they see a bunch of you guys popping out, they're gonna close the bridge and you all die.
We don't have to go with this approach.
I
I'm
don't
just
know, but I think that would be
I thought
okay-ish.
so. So when you say we are the frontal assault, we meant to draw them out, or are we meant to go in?
well. At some point, our presence will be detected. My thought is that you would also join us inward. The intent would be simply you draw them to the entrance as you fight towards and gaining entry, and then we potentially could aid your entry once we understand exactly what we're dealing with on the inside. At some point, our cover will be blown as well. There's only so much we can do before
And
a
it
guard
would be
will spot
beneficial
us.
to have you guys there as a exit, to clear the way for an exit, possibly.
I see. And then, with regards to an exit, what are you thinking?
Well,
Do we know where the control panel is
rather
on
the exit? Well, you would. My thought of the exit would be you join us, and then we board 2 ships, and we take everyone out,
Yeah.
and we pilot those ships. Some close to one of the entryways to Firestone, and then our scientists can understand how to potentially sequester the dark matter engines accordingly.
Okay.
But I would imagine that would be the escape plan. That's why you would gain entry as well. Eventually, we would join up together and fight our way to the ships.
I see. Yes.
But what
what we
about
could do maybe? Sorry, if I could open up the drawbridge, could you guys on the inside find the security panel to keep the drawbridge open?
I would imagine something of that nature would be necessary. Should we find it?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I think
picturing.
that should be
Essentially.
step 1, I think.
I don't want to assume that that's something that we can guarantee. I don't understand.
All we'd need to do is hack the security panel. If you can do it from far away, that's even better. But I don't understand.
I don't know how
too
much
so-
subterfuge you wish to use before, because if you would like to advance ahead on your own, Nirmo, get the drawbridge down before Grava's men actually assault the base. I don't know if
yes,
that would be.
that's the plan. But the issue is that if I do that and there's just me and a bunch of Azers behind me, they're gonna close the bridge right afterwards.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's quite a fast process to click on and off. So I can get it open. Somebody has to keep it open.
It is mechanical. It will go back in staggered sort of panels.
Yeah, but I'd
but
rather not
still-
have to race it.
I agree. And on the road, our life is out.
Hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Question: did you interrogate our friendly teacher?
We had plans after this session to get whatever we can. Just even during this war room meeting, I'd like us to think of what we can maybe get from her. That's
As a subterfuge, just something. I do have access to a spell that we could try to make it so that we get the teacher to the base as dead. So she would seem dead, unconscious.
Well, I actually am now
And you
thinking
could
of.
try to infiltrate like that.
You bring this up, and I'm thinking of something that might be a little bit more easier for us to do. And I kind of like shimmy and shake for a moment on the spot, and I now look like the teacher.
It was you all along. No.
If I learn enough from her that I could pass myself off as her, maybe that would be an easier way rather than your method. Though we could use your method as well, and I could join the top side with Yermo.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
And
that's
you
smart.
would be one of the guards that like took the embers as maybe captures,
Could do
Ooh,
that.
I like that.
and
But
then
I
you
can- I
just
can
That
put
would
a
seem.
portal open.
I think that would seem a hard sell. Perhaps we could more
Don't
do.
know.
Just as an FYI, on my end, and Zerula speaks, I could provide perhaps some cloudy visibility. That's what I can do, and I can also I have breathe underwater just in case.
Oh,
what
that
would
helps
be-
if we're going from water side. That does help.
What if
Right.
possibly we have 3 vehicles, or let's say 3 vehicles for now,
we do have.
packed full or packed enough with Azers to the point, but to the point where it's not obviously it's full of people.
Okay.
And we have you, Valorous, disguised as the teacher at the front,
Mhm.
and I will use her voice to communicate with the guard tower inside, to open the drawbridge so that we can go inside. Like that, it's less obvious that we are blatantly attacking.
I feel like it would be a hard sell for someone who they saw get captured to then arrive with 3 land runners without any kind of like preamble. I feel at that point we'd need to set up more of a premise, draw out
That's why I
some.
was thinking of getting her dead.
But
like,
how? What would be the point? Like how?
How would we?
As in, I understand like you have the means to make this presentable. What is the sell? What are we telling them? We're giving them back their dead person?
No, you would be disguised
her
as you would be disguised as one of the guards, one of their
Okay.
other members,
Uh-huh.
and you managed to escape, or rather, you managed to fend off, but the teacher died, and
Okay.
you got a small group of members captured while she was dying. So I don't know. I'm trying to see if we can make something out of that. Just that.
I feel like
Just an
handing.
idea.
I feel like I'm. How reliable is this like protection of death that like we would end up having?
No, it's 100% viable for an hour.
But
I
it,
can come in invisible. With
can it be broken? Is my question.
I mean, dispel magic, sure, but
Eh.
other than that, it's not detectable.
Okay. It is not something that simply can be revived out of or healed out of.
No,
in-
nothing
okay.
works.
Okay.
And I can come with you invisible.
At least in theory, unless the
Though why
DM
would we bother
you
even
see-
bringing the body at that point? Why wouldn't we just present ourselves as the guard? Why
I
bring
feel
the
like
why bring her along?
to prevent the others to get to her, maybe.
Present the as
To prevent the others to get to her would be your reasoning.
This is feigned death, right?
Yeah, paint that.
Checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I think it would be wiser for me to disguise myself as her and keep her under lock and key. I feel like that is a safer way. We can still use the same logic. Yermo accompanies me invisibly. We learn from her what way the drawbridge is typically unlocked so that Yermo can replicate the words. At that point, the most I can think of is that we can try to maybe coordinate in such a way that me and Yermo go there on our own. I can look battered and worn down and bloodied and bruised, having barely escaped, begging them to open. I appear just as the people infiltrating manage to get in. And then at that point, once we can secure the drawbridge, we can call upon the others to roll out with the land runners and cross the drawbridge at that point.
We would need to install some kind of software in the security panel to keep the drawbridge open, for sure.
That's why I would imagine we'd wait on the infiltrating party's team before I and you move together to the drawbridge.
Now I don't know if I'm more useful in the infiltrating team, since I might be able to get there.
It's up to you whether you're willing to go underwater, my friend.
Oh shit.
That's the only reason I suggested you come up with me. I'd rather to go with the land side, because I understand you are not inclined. But it's your call.
You're right. I'll go with you. It's smarter. It does make more sense.
Just also, just
I could
accepting my spells,
probably also
I
go
could-
with you, considering that, you know,
But
I
how can
can't
you-
swim.
Well, you
I have water walk,
Oh.
just as an FYI,
okay?
available.
That is,
Okay.
So this would help us go up without
Question-
needing to swim.
Question on Pass Without a Trace DM. Is that specifically only anyone near me, or I cast it around people around me, and then once they leave, it stays with
No,
them?
it's only around you.
I know some people do it one
It's
way,
always a
other
bit
people do it.
finicky.
I mean, the way it
another
works
way.
is that you're creating
Interpretation.
shadows to around you as a
No,
camouflage around
no.
For the
you.
duration, because okay, alright.
That's the way I understand it, at least.
Yeah. No, okay. Just checking. Because admittedly, I have that benefit on my end of being with the infiltrating party. I am able to cast Pass Without a Trace,
Fair.
which would amplify any kind of such things. But I am also a great. I am good at disguises.
What we can do for maybe
Time
the
to-
communication thing is have me on like speakerphone.
For what?
If we want to communicate with the guards inside as me talking as her, as a teacher.
But as in yes, isn't that?
No, as in if I go with the infiltrating team
Oh,
and have me on speaker.
I see what you mean. I've already assumed that is not an option. So, are you?
I mean, with the water walk helps a lot.
Does it? It still gets you wet.
and you're still
You're
underwater.
still wet, and you can't breathe with water walk.
Yeah. Then we have water breathing from someone else, like saying.
Yes, yes.
I thought water walk was I walk on water.
No.
Yeah, but if we start from under,
You-
like if we start
Water walk basically. Water walk shoots you up out of water if you need.
Exactly.
It's like
And then you can walk on water after that.
Yeah. But you can't, like, if you walk on water, you're on the ground level. And at that point, you're visible. So, like...
No, but we could be like...
Yeah, no, to
Yeah.
Yermo in the hypothetical where he doesn't get wet. Yeah.
I'll have to think this over.
Irmo is
We
in
need to
pain.
discuss.
Because sadly, Rev, on your end, I can't see how we can hide you in such a way that, like, I'm not sure if they have like orc soldiers here, stationed here, and I don't know whether they know of your betrayal to the point where like they kind of have you listed. It's like, you know.
I mean, if
I
she's gonna go
really-
infiltrating team, she has to take off her armor for sure.
Well, I don't think that's an option.
I know. But
No, I mean, just because you have disadvantage doesn't mean you can't try and infiltrate.
I don't know.
let's say in the actual game that in this actual.
I guess you
world,
can hold-
Don't imagine somebody in full plate crawling around the ventilation system either.
Well, I'm assuming the ventilations are big, but I don't know how that will work.
Technically, in the real world, you wouldn't be able to crawl in the ventilation system because no ventilation system is big enough to do that. But that is
The other option is, I guess, Rev can join with the Azers on the Landrunners and be just part of their soldiers.
sure.
We
Yeah.
can do that, and then it is up to
Because with
Inanis.
infiltration, I'm not particularly good at stealth.
And you, Neda, how are you on that
I
front?
mean, Yoneda, I think. Plus, Yoneda, you're a slime, so I think you're
Not
the
true.
easiest to go through everything.
That's true.
I can squeeze in.
Hypothetically,
that
I
shouldn't
know,
really be an
I know
issue.
you're also capable of doing some level of disguise. Would it make more sense that?
I'd still be an amoeboid. That's the
Ah.
issue.
I see. Right. You cannot take on fully my form or like a form of a creature.
You can,
I
right?
also have a preposition.
Isn't this guy's self just?
No, but I'm talking about the one where you adopt the creature's shape.
I know, but I'm still, but that's still a shape. I still look like slime.
Oh, that's how it works? Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Yes.
It's not casting the
Let
disguise.
me read it. Let me find it
I'm reading it
and
as
read
well.
it.
Second
Yes,
proposition
other
from
proposition.
me. This is wild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know Rev and well, everyone here. I can control a sphere of annihilation.
I'm sorry,
You mean the
what now?
things that blow up and become the ships that explode? That's...
Yes,
You can control that?
apparently. Yes.
And how does that help it? Okay. How do you know that you can control those?
I like show some like
I
footage
managed
I've,
to do
like,
it.
tagged from the.
Oh, these people have
news,
one.
like-
Just like around.
Yeah,
Lying
it was
around.
from the experiments that they failed.
Okay.
I don't know. We could
Can you
use that
bring
to.
it with you though?
I think so.
Okay.
And it is stealthy technically.
I mean, I don't
You like carry it in your hands? How does this work?
like. I mean,
I
if it's
can with it.
if it's a weapon you can wield, I mean, I have no qualms against you wielding it if you're fully certain you can control it.
Can it be carried in a vehicle without destroying the vehicle?
That I don't know.
I feel like maybe this sounds like something you still need to work the
It
kinks
sounds
out
a little
before we
experimental.
bring it out into a very sensitive operation. But like I
let's
said,
leave
if you're willing,
It's too much.
if you feel like like it's worth doing. Okay, so no disguise from Yoneda's and Dana. The most we can do, yeah. I think this is the best. I think this is the way it works the most.
You are right,
Guys,
you
you know what?
assume it's general form, so it's a form. Vision.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yermo?
I will brave the water.
You will go through water? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There's like tears forming in his eyes as he thinks about it.
I mean, relatively speaking, you joining the stealth mission, do you have means to improve the people who are with you in terms of the stealth?
I'm more of a lone wolf. But I can get into places.
Because I'm more thinking, would it actually be better that you were joining me in order to be able to both, without having to do some weird over-the-comms communication to open the
And
drawbridge?
the communications don't work.
The thing is that what I can do is I can go through doors without opening them.
Okay. What I'm
So,
thinking,
nothing will be
the follow
harmed
through,
if
the
anything
follow
happens.
through that I'm thinking is that we can get to the guardhouse, ask them to open we figure out how that works, because potentially the guardhouse might be the ones who open it on our behalf.
Could be.
So the most I'm thinking is that if you can be invisible, you can potentially stay with the guardhouse, and then I can cross the drawbridge, and then we have direct connection, because then I can deal with the people on one side of the drawbridge, you can deal with the other people on the side of the drawbridge, and we can hold the drawbridge, the both of us. While the infiltrators infiltrate, and our military attachment...
Militates.
Militates, yes. As the very well-known verb goes.
What I am worried is that what if our infiltration team gets caught instantly and we are still stuck on the other side of the drawbridge?
Well, the drawbridge...
Wow.
My intent is that both... you and me handle the drawbridge on our own.
Okay.
The infiltrating group is more so they can get in beforehand.
How big is this guard tower?
The
It's
guard
small.
tower.
It's more of a
Is it
guard
like a
tower.
shack?
It's
or
like
is
a
it a...
yeah. It's like a tiny.
Okay.
So I'm feeling there's probably 2 guards.
And
Like,
But as
the-
there's
the-
how many
the
guards are there? Because we're gonna have to take them out quick. Whoever they are.
We have monitored the move. Typically, it's 2 guards that are there, but they shift.
I think you and me
Because
could handle them
We're
pretty.
gonna have to take them out instantly.
You and me could probably handle them pretty quick.
and the tower and the guard's house, is it like a tower with multiple stories?
No, the guard
Just-
house is quite
it's a
quite
shack.
there. It's metal panels, just form
It's
of
just
a-
one small structure.
It's just an outpost.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like
it's just
yes.
okay.
If you don't want to enter through down, we could
It's
just
literally a guardhouse.
we could just infiltrate. Like we could just enter directly from the front and no approach from the water. But at least that way we have 2 modes of entry, just in case the drawbridge plan fails. Then someone is on the other side to be able to open the drawbridge from inside, and then we can deal with potentially fighting and a full frontal assault.
Because
And joining.
I know how difficult it is to go through a stronghold or a platform or anything, because I did it and it was
Well,
hectic.
you're stronger than you were before, I take it.
Oh no, it's no problem for me. I'm talking about the other people in this
Well,
administration team.
well, the point is we have plan A and plan B. The point is we have plan A, plan. The idea that we are taking the drawbridge, so you are involved in the main drawbridge plan. So if you are competent, then we shouldn't have any issue, and we don't even need the secondary infantry. The other team is just as a precaution. Is that? And I turn to the general and to the other military people. Do you think that this is appropriate?
Well, if you manage to keep the down, I mean that's their main advantage, because I think we can manage to gather more numbers than they have currently. They wouldn't be expecting us they on the offense, so to say. So if you manage to keep down, we'll race through. We'll try to, I suppose, avoid the turrets and.
The distance you need to pass through is very short.
Yes.
Once the land runners are able to drive
That's
past,
true.
you are immediately past the drawbridge once it is available.
Yes, yes, that's
Um,
very good.
So
That's very true.
300
so yes,
feet. Yeah, you have about let's say 400 feet for curves and turns and whatnot. Reasonably. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, if you manage to keep the down, we can storm the bastion, fight our way up to where the ships are, and we take them. We take the ships. I think that's very
And as far as I turn to the wizard, the elven wizard, as far as cloud cover is concerned, probably joining up with the land runners, and once they are about to exit, provide them cover. That would at least make sure that the turrets don't get to get a shot in at least before they've passed beyond the breach. And at that point, it is all up to the fight.
yes. That's
And
great,
the
yeah.
infiltration team would, if everything goes according to plan and we are not needed, the infiltration plan would just do a like scissor maneuver. Isn't that how
The
it's called?
infiltration plan, essentially,
You will
with
still need to
Yoneda,
find the security.
and the Nanis, your job would essentially be hacking whatever systems you can hack,
Yeah.
seeing if you can turn off the shield generators, seeing if you can turn off their cameras and their feeds and alarms and anything of that nature. I think that would.
And any of you use thieves' tools by any chance to open up doors? Do you have on you? Because maybe I'll give
But
you.
I think I can.
I'm sure we can.
Yeah, I
perhaps.
can make.
You can
Okay,
make.
okay.
No,
You
no,
can
I
make.
have.
Okay,
Yeah,
so make
but I
sure you
can
have
also
one.
make.
Nice. If this is all in agreement, we all have our assignments.
Now, what do we need from our captive?
So from our captive, mainly understanding how.
So I'm
Pass-
going to go with
passwords.
whom?
You are with the You are with the Azers on
Okay,
the land
I'm-
runners.
I'm-
So you have no concern of like you will just be joining them and potentially helping them get past and joining them in the military attack. From the
Liam,
teacher.
where is it? Had I read that note we found in the teacher?
I believe you had.
Okay, just see if there's any information.
Let me see if I have texted. But I believe.
I'm almost certain you did.
Yeah, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
You did the fire thing.
Yes.
Because I asked.
Jaredin will be disappointed. Highest rank. Okay. Shit. Okay.
What we need to know from her is what process is used to open the drawbridge.
Passwords, etc.
If there are any passwords, any codes, what the logic is. Past that,
Number of people, the complex.
potentially, if there is any information of that, people, patrols, and then just enough information about herself that I can reasonably pass myself off. Her actual name, and any kind of.
And while they do the interrogation, I'll go and cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, we will have that on hand.
Well, I suppose, with that in order, we can go meet our prisoner. What do
Yeah.
you say?
I think that is about.
I just have one concern.
Yes.
We should really time this well because I'm afraid that they may flee in the vessels we're trying to get if the alarm is sounded.
This is why I'm hoping the infiltrating group can
Yes.
hack into
So
any systems.
hack alarms and,
Yeah.
if possible, get as close to the ships as you
Yes. Hold
can
them.
before anything is
Keep
done.
them grounded as much as you can, if you can.
Without
I feel
risking
like
your own
we
safety.
should- the others should attack if the infiltration team is caught or have finished.
Okay. I need to
what they were
then
doing.
prepare a spell for this also, just in case.
I don't know what you think.
No, I agree with that. We can essentially. Do the others know how long it takes for the drawbridge to open? Have they seen it actually open? If it is a long process?
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
They would. The drawbridge being, I think it is a long process. Actually, it does take about 100 feet. It would draw at about 10 feet per second.
10 feet per second, 60 feet per round. So to take it a round and a half, give or take.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not as much as I thought.
We can
would
have
take.
it. We can have it almost available.
So the best we can do is we hold, like you and me, Yermo. We hold. We wait for
We'll have it ready
Yoneda
to go,
and
yeah.
Inanis to go in. Once they inform us
Get
that
their go
they've
ahead. Yeah.
they've at least gotten access to like the systems. Then we start moving out and we can do the whole ploy. I'll act like I've escaped.
Just question DM. Is Zirilla with us?
Yes, she is.
Zarella, but I'm thinking Zarella would join the military part.
I want to
But
ask, do you have any magical means to transport us quickly from one place to another?
I can only transport one person apart from myself.
Oh,
Myself.
because we could use that to try and go directly to the ships from under the sea
Which one
And-
person, right?
with one person, yes. And I can, if I do it, I can control both ships at the same time.
okay, if you have that in hand, that is a better use of her skills than what I said.
Yes. Yep. I can definitely aid with that.
Then I think that's gonna be your task, and then Yoneda, you hack into the systems.
Because
Your
One
father is a fighter type, right? Or like
Could he join
yes.
the stealth
join
mission
Yoneda, maybe
as well? Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
not go alone.
I have experience in. I am adept
Good.
with that.
good.
just FYI, what I'm thinking is having autopilot, and I can cast autopilot on one ship, and then we would pilot the other one.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I can definitely, and even once I'm in, I do have means to make us invisible.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
even better.
that
Yes.
helps. Oh, if you have invisibility, that helps a lot on keeping people stealthed in general.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. So you two are joining the infiltration team, and Inanis and Zerila, you have ship duty. Yoneda and Vesrin, right?
Yes.
Basically, you will be protecting our engineer as he hacks into the entirety of the system of their station.
Very-
I think that's good. And then your job, Rev, is to try and help the others as much as they can. You are their bulwark. We will be their battering ram.
I will do everything in my power not to let anyone fall.
I know you will.
Perfect.
All right.
With an order, he does gesture to his commanders. He doesn't go and make sure everyone is well equipped. He does look at you guys. I believe the king mentioned some armaments we could give you. He mentioned some fire-resistant boots
Oh.
that I know that they do use. Because yeah, we
Valrus holds. Mm-hmm.
Years.
Oh yeah, I've heard of these boots. She says as she's like her toes curl against the boots she paid like 500 or 400 gold for. Oh yes, I've heard of these. Mhm.
I pat her shoulder.
He says, yeah, because those are made for earthborns, and we are already innately fire.
Good,
That should
good.
help.
That,
Do we
yes.
get one each?
Yeah.
I don't know the quantity, but I
Okay.
don't. There's
Could you
enough.
ask for maybe a potion of invisibility for our infiltration team?
I will check if there is. He did mention some.
If there are whatever is provided, let us know. We'll see if we can. We will try to be. We will not be frugal. Be frugal. We will try to not use as much. We'll use.
Use as much as necessary.
Listen, okay, I'm the diplomat over here. You guys can be as greedy as you want. I'm being the diplomat over here.
I
Perfect.
mean, I got a legendary item. I don't care.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. So perfect. I
We'll-
suppose we can.
we can try-
head to the
Yes.
jail.
Yes.
Good.
Uh,
With that, the commanders go and assemble army. They are equipping
Yes.
the embers, etc., and you guys go deep towards the jails. It's in a different area. You keep going. It's quite deep and underground. You get into the tunnel, muddy walls. There's this dripping water here. It's quite cold actually compared to the rest of the area. It seems to be off into more away from the volcanic region, and you get to the jails. You do find teacher Abalon behind the bars of a very
If it's possible, I would like to put on my helmet so that I'm not recognizable.
okay.
You do see her. She's in the shadows, bound extensively, and she's there. General Grava bangs against the cell door, and as she comes to, he looks, says, "Should we enter the same room?" I suppose we have to. We need to remove her.
We don't have to all enter.
Good. He opens the door and he gestures whoever wants to enter. He guards
I'll enter.
that.
I enter because I need to cast.
I enter, but I stay beside the door. I stay back with both of my hands on my sword.
I'll lead the questioning, I guess. I can ask the questions, unless you would rather, unless someone else would rather.
I can do some scare tactics
If you would like to lead, go nuts.
No, I'm not leading.
Okay.
But if she
Rev may
if it
or may
doesn't
not
answer,
know
I
some.
can
It is
scare the heebie-jeebies out of her.
that's
Rev may know some more direct methods of persuasion if you
Whenever
catch
you-
my drift.
Whenever you wish to add on and partake, I have no qualms against.
Also, I give you the laser sword butter knife that you can use on her.
Oh, okay, thank you.
She does come to, and as she groggily rise, she's bound and everything.
Okay.
She looks, and there's
Okay.
Question to the DM.
yeah.
Mechanically, she's a wizard, right?
We think.
You don't know.
Because
Did we find the spell book?
yes, we did find
Yes,
her
yes.
spell book,
Spell-
which means that even if she has her mouth open, she can't cast, right?
Well, no, there's some spells
No,
that she
she
can
said
cast.
because
You
she
did
still
take
has
away-
prepared.
We took her arcane focus, but any spell
Mm.
that is spells that are simply verbal, those are the most that are dangerous in this
Okay.
moment.
Just-
I would inform General Grava. Keep your soldiers at alert within a general 30-foot radius or so.
In honest, do you have counter spell?
I do.
Oh, you have counter spell.
I-
Okay.
No, I don't wish to spend
Okay.
too much.
What are you
Yeah, yeah.
smoking?
Okay. I look at you in honest. Do you wish to
What do you mean? What are you smoking?
guarantee?
I don't
Honesty.
understand wizards.
Do we start? I'll cast it
Yeah.
in that case.
Alright. You cast Zone of Truth. She has to do a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I think we all have to do a charisma saving.
Technically,
you
that's
have
true. Technically, that's
Yes.
I let myself fail it.
What's your DC?
She got a 12.
true. I
Okay,
think-
that's a fail. Let me confirm. Is it? Let me confirm because I
Absolutely.
forgot if it's a charisma saving throw.
It is a charisma saving throw. It is.
Okay.
I'm checking.
Just need to check. Just do it, yeah. Yeah, the charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
What's your save DC?
My save is
15? That is 8 plus 5 plus 3.
16 now.
16.
Okay, Yurmo fails.
I auto fail it. I'm not even going to
I
try it.
succeed.
I. Oh, okay. No, I succeed. Good, because
Nice.
I need to lie as part of like interrogating.
Fair enough.
Ideally. Okay. So she has failed. Right now. I guess right now I'm in like the normal human version of Valrus. I step in, I bend down and lean in, and I just say, "You're gonna tell us what we want to know, or we're going to make whatever is left of your life a living nightmare. You're not gonna do any funny business, and you're gonna simply answer questions." And I remove the gag on her mouth.
And DM, just to, I know if a creature succeeds or fails,
Mm-hmm.
and the save must be done continuously every turn.
Fair, that's true. That's true, technically.
If it starts, it's there. If
Technically,
if,
that's
if
true,
a creature starts,
it's
its
turn.
turn there, must make a charisma saving throw.
I
and
guess
not just at the
technically,
start of the spell.
I guess technically, if you wanted to, you could. I don't know how big the cell is, but maybe you could make it in such a way that we could be outside while we talk to her. It's a
Yes,
15-foot
technically.
radius. I don't know if there's
I
enough
could do
space. Like as that you pressed against the wall, have it be like a corner of the sphere, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's doable, so that we don't have to mess
Maybe a
around
bit
with.
more. Just like
Well, I
moves.
think once she fails, she's under it for.
Okay.
Yes. Once she fails, yes, but if
For
she
the duration,
succeeds,
Yes. Okay. If she succeeds.
just I don't know. But she already
She
failed.
failed.
so
No,
like-
she failed. She failed.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. It's good. to know.
Mhm.
Good. And she looks around, weighs her, says, Well, it is still already too late. What's in it for me, I suppose?
You just heard what's in it for you.
Hmm. Quick.
Before you start, Yurmo will cast Hex on her, and I'll put a disadvantage on Charisma, so
Okay.
she can't lie.
She can't.
Well, whatever, but there's a disadvantage.
Yeah. She says, quick bet. I guess that's more than anyone.
More than any kind of mercy you seem to show to your people.
Goes.
Well,
Very well. Ask away.
first question. What's your name?
She does. She cannot. She does.
Yeah, she tries. Yeah.
Why is that relevant?
Because we're asking.
Nadia.
No.
Yurmo will speak to her in her own voice. Because it sounds weirder.
You can only
I
speak
can mimic.
in phrases
everything.
that she said.
Yeah. Technically, that's how it always is. Technically, but
Fair.
Nadia.
It's Nadia. You must know.
Good. Who would you say is the person you know most from your contingent here in the base on Calc Beach?
Oh, specific thing. I suppose it was Lieve.
Lieve.
Yes.
And what is their rank and position within your base of operation?
He was a general. Overseeing the contingent I was commandeering here.
And is he still here?
You killed him.
That's lovely.
oh, great.
One less variable to think about.
That's information that we can use. Good. Now, the drawbridge that is used to access the base.
You know it's too late, don't you?
What do you
Too
mean?
late. If we don't get it, someone else.
Get what?
I know who you are. I've had the reports. You are the group that escaped, aren't you?
Okay.
I recognize the amoeboid. Yoneda, isn't it?
Okay.
Yoneda, you were difficult to get.
Okay, we're not here to hear
I'm-
your life story. Okay, we're here to deal with other problems. So come on, start yapping.
The
Drawbridge.
drawbridge.
The Brob, what do you want to know about the Brob?
How is it typically opened? Is there a protocol, a procedure? How is it done?
Well, I mean, the guardhouse page in, and if they deem everything is okay, they draw the drawbridge. There's the control room by the door, and on the platform.
There is no particular code, any passphrase that is used in order to confirm that everything is good.
There are cameras on both sides.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Doesn't sound to be very helpful, guys. What do you think?
Well,
I'm answering
if-
your question.
if their people are this incompetent, I guess, then, I mean, it's a fault of their own imagination.
It happens when you love a big ball in the sky.
I can see that.
It's more than that. I can tell you that.
Okay. Well, now that you're wanting to yap, I guess further information can be gained. What do you mean it's too late? What is too late? Do you even know what we're trying to do here right now?
All I can figure out is I see the amoeboid, I see the elf, Emilra. I don't know if the other of you are in on it, but they are parts of a bigger piece, bigger puzzle. And if we don't get the weapon, someone else will. The elves should have their eye on it. The human empire? I'll bet my my left arm that they are in on it as well.
Oh, we can do that. No problem. Where are my knives?
Funny guy.
Thanks. I try.
Funnier bitch, and I punch her in the nose as hard as I can.
Yeah, as you do that, she coughs some blood.
Ah, that felt nice. That felt
Gonna
nice.
happen better than that.
No, not really, actually. I'll let you sit with that. My friends here can do much worse. I simply wanted to do that myself. Alright. Well, we'll see how what we wish to do goes, and we'll see who's
Who
late.
are you working for? What's in it for you?
Fun.
Present.
Yes.
Did she say human buyer?
No.
The Human Empire.
Empire.
A human empire. Okay. Okay.
Imperium, she would have said.
Okay. It was a human buyer. It was different. Okay. Let's
I'm gonna quickly type on the group chat. Do we want to learn more about the weapon? How much do you want her to know? Do I drop names?
I say she's not important enough, I think.
we can try to force her.
I look at the rest of you. Is there anything else you want? I'm done with this.
You think whoever's controlling your group doesn't want this for themselves?
What do you
If they do
think?
it, they would
You
ban
have
them.
no idea or concept. You're talking out of your ass right now. You've recognized 1-2 persons. Sure. We don't care about your weapon or whatever the fuck you're talking about. Shut up. And I'll shove the gag in her mouth again for now. Just stop. Is there anything else?
Rev bites her lip because
Do you want? I
Because
gesture to you.
it's like I care about the one. We don't care about. I do,
I look at
Well,
you.
but I don't
I
say
actually
anything.
do have some questions, and I
Go nuts.
I remove the gag,
Ooh.
and I ask, "What is the weapon you're talking about?" And I cast command
Ooh.
to force her to answer.
So it would be a one word, right? So we say answer.
Yes,
Nice.
exactly.
You can say elaborate if you want. Like I've heard that's a good one. You ask the question, she's already compelled to answer truthfully, and you can say the word.
Exactly.
You can just say the word elaborate.
Yeah, that's true.
It's,
Why the fuck can't I find it?
Okay.
wisdom saving throw, just a fire.
Yeah, I got it too, so I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I cast another spell. Okay.
She does try to resist, but it's futile. She says, "The rupture, of course," and it's like she's seeing the word coming out of her mouth, but she doesn't want to say that.
Okay. So she knows more.
And did you say elaborate?
I would have asked for the first time just answer, so
Yeah,
that would be enough for this
Yeah.
one. Okay. So she knows pretty well what's happening.
Do you know what's at stake?
Of course,
I doubt it.
we do. If you were so intelligent, you wouldn't be strapped to a chair right now. So
I am strapped because he allows.
that's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Who's he?
The Sultan, of course.
The Sultan, we just
know-
know
we-
the reference that he's like the emperor, right?
No, the Sultan is.
He's a
Oh, I
reference to a god that they worship
Yeah,
technically.
the
It is more of a
sun, no?
Not even. The sun is Oldun.
no, not the
Oh,
sun. Isn't this part of the black cult, I think. It
fair.
inspired
Yeah.
the black cult's worship leader, the god or whatever entity it wishes to claim itself to be. When they feed the souls, they feed it to the Sultan. I think that's what
Yep,
the
yep, you
what the
got it,
logic
yes.
was.
Where,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
does
yeah.
your where does your Sultan live?
He lives in the Brass City, of course.
Okay,
I look at Rev in that moment.
What?
I look at you and just make a momentary connection, remembering
With
that
Brass
literally
City.
a couple
When-
of hours ago you told me
I suddenly speak up for the first time since I got in here. Where is the Brass City?
Far, far away.
Is it on another plane?
Yep, you said it.
Which one?
What do you think?
I cast command. Answer.
Oh, yep, she failed.
Which
the plane of
one?
fire. Plane of fire.
Okay, so that's alright. I like redo.
yeah.
Yep. Oh, nice combo.
I didn't want
That's
I didn't want to risk it because maybe it was, I don't know, one of the 9 healths.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
no,
good.
I
It's
thought
good.
it was I thought it was part of the hells as well.
It's good to clarify. I had the Brass City. Valdez doesn't know, so I would need you to answer the question. But the second you mentioned brass, I had already like the answers. That was all like really. But yeah, okay. I think
In the notes, there was a mention of gates of hell, right? That I had found.
I guess like fiery hell.
Okay.
I think it was more of like a metaphoric
Like a-
Dana,
okay,
I
okay,
think,
okay.
like an embellishment.
descriptor.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
At this moment, what I will. Do I want to do it in front of her?
I would like to ask something. If
No,
you're,
yeah.
Are you gonna kill her or something?
No, I have no
Uh,
intent to do it.
How far along is this rupture?
You can only delay it, I suppose. It is inevitable.
Okay, I'm talking days, weeks, months, hours, minutes.
Couldn't tell you.
I knew you were stupid.
Yoneda kind of leans towards your mom and whispers, you know, if she's being difficult, I have something that might help push along.
I do have something as well, but I'm afraid it might destroy her mind.
No,
So-
this is more of a physical toll.
Oh, I love physical stuff. Yes, go ahead.
Hmm?
That's how we got you, right, Yoned?
Please continue before you...
I summon Soteria. And basically everyone in the room gets temporary hit points.
Fun.
And then I shoot her in the leg.
Shit.
The beauty of healing.
And yeah, basically, the start of each turn, she gets temporary hit points. And if she doesn't want to be
Lovely.
productive, I'll shoot her again.
I have been nothing but
You're being very coy, and that's the price you pay for it. You're trying to be a smartass about it. Trust me, I know. I've been in your position before, and I'm just simply, well, my friends here are simply returning the favor.
Very well. Let's get this over and done with.
Do you know of the shards?
That came out of nowhere.
The shards. How do you know the shards?
How do you know of the shards, is what she said?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about I show you?
Eh,
What? What did you say?
I said, how about I show you?
Yermo, you're under the effect, right?
I'm a, I am, yes. Under the fuck I am under the effect.
Finally, we can get him to open up to the party. Oh my god.
The therapy I always needed.
Shit.
Wait,
They are
do
components.
you, Yermo, do you have a shard? I go to Yermo and ask him just whisper it, not open to the room.
I believe so, my friend. I believe so.
Oh shit. Where is
What
it?
are you talking there?
It's
I like
close
put the
at
gun
hand.
just like in her ear. It's like
Oh,
I approach the both of you like after like not even really like having heard what you said. I was just like maybe speak about this after.
DM, is my green dragon dagger causing any anger issues by any chance?
Let me see.
Oh no.
You haven't. No.
Okay.
that's
We
not-
haven't tried to rob him of the dagger. This dagger is perfectly fine.
No,
Yes,
right
yes,
now
yes, fine.
it's all good. It's actually.
What did you say when I asked?
I said it's close at hand.
Where? Okay, close at hand. Okay.
Just like guys.
Okay. Then I go back to the teacher and ask. So you know about them?
I've heard.
What did you hear?
They are components for the weapon.
Oh no.
They are what the weapon runs on. Right?
Yes, exactly. We knew that.
Sure.
Oh wait, I can't lie. Never mind. I didn't say that.
you can say we assumed that.
I didn't know.
Okay.
It wouldn't have come out if you would have
You
tried
know,
to
I
say
didn't
that it doesn't come out.
yeah.
You're technically
There's
forced
just
not to
noise
say
like.
it. I hear static.
Yeah.
Okay.
When
Do you know where they are?
when someone tries to lie, there is a massive air horn noise. Wah.
This. Not all of them.
Which ones?
I do know of one.
Nadia,
And where?
remember what I said about being coy?
I don't say anything.
When
I don't say anything. I
when she
take
says
two
that, I
steps.
shoot again.
I don't say anything. I take 2 steps forward, and like with the pommel of my sword, I go down and break her hand.
Double.
You are just making it worse for yourself. I told you this at the start. You didn't listen.
I'm just thinking.
Regains temporary.
Oh,
hit
you're
points.
thinking.
What thing fast?
You answer each question with 5,000 breaths in between.
Yeah, you see where I am at. You asked which one, right?
Yes.
The power one.
The power one. Do I remember which is the power one?
I don't think we know them by name, no? Just by color.
We know certain names, but we don't.
Fair.
We know certain names, but
Yeah.
I don't remember power though.
No, I don't think you know. I'm
What color is that?
the red one.
Okay.
Okay, good.
And where is it?
Oh shit. We actually don't know this. Good.
Wouldn't you?
When she
Okay,
says
It's in the Reagency,
okay.
right?
when she says that, I'm going to teleport and pull the green dagger to her throat.
And as soon as as everyone does something, I say, it's in the Reagency, right? Where?
It is. It is. It is Armagh.
Wow, you see?
It's in Arma. Arma's the location.
Armagh is the
saying
planet.
the planet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's zoom in a bit closer. Where in Arma?
In the city.
Oh.
This is the only city in Arma.
Oh.
And how close are the Regency to getting to it?
You already have it.
Oh, they already have it. No, she said
Yeah.
she knows. Oh.
It's in the Regency.
This
The planet
this
is in the Regency already.
Got you.
They have this one room.
Got
At
you.
least that she knows.
That's the only one I know where it is.
But you know there are others in the Regency's hands that you simply don't know where they are?
I think they've already destroyed a few. For the weapon.
Yes.
Yes. Shoot her again.
I said yes.
You could have answered that question 5 minutes ago, and you didn't.
said shoot. You're gonna have this instantly to say. Temporary hit points.
You haven't answered the question yet, Nerdia. You haven't answered the question yet. Do you want me?
I said yes. I said yes.
Yeah. You know what that's going to... Which one?
Yurmo is getting... this vibe is getting darker and darker, by the way.
Yeah.
Because he really wants
How
these
many? Do you know how many? Must I ask each question individually? You know we want the information broadly.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Stupid.
They should be collected three. You know.
Including the red one or other than the red one?
Yes, including the red one.
And where are the rest?
She doesn't know
Yurmo's
the
face
rest.
is getting like...
She doesn't
If
know
I
the
knew,
rest.
I would have
Shadowy.
told you. Calm down. And you have the knife up there.
I have the knife on her and like... He's going to use a spell, but I don't want to do damage with it.
Okay.
I just want it for effect,
Uh-huh.
where in his face a slit opens up, and the light and the hunger of the Xarandir, I guess that's what they're called, right? The Xarandir start to seep through and grab onto her.
What is it?
You're making us very impatient, and this is what you have to deal with.
Well, given the circumstances, quite well. What did you say?
Where are the rest?
She doesn't know. You're more...
What's she gonna say?
she tries to lie. Is that the...
She said up your.
she said up your...
She tried
okay.
to lie. Technically, she
Technically.
She couldn't say it.
Okay, I love that. Alright. Okay.
Which ones is the Regency vying for? So you have the red at hand. The other two, which ones are they?
I don't know. The elf was supposed to give us the knowledge one. What she?
I see.
Elf?
Okay.
As in
Emelra.
your mom.
Emeria.
Okay.
She said Emeria.
I'm gonna say your mother is not here. She would.
No, she was okay.
She'd probably be in earshot of the major things, but she's not direct.
How many are there?
We don't know, right? We don't
I'm
know
asking
what
her.
I thought. Huh?
There are 5.
5 more, as in.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 in total. She says 5 in total, or 5 more.
No, 5 more. 5 more. We have 3. We need.
But there are
Okay,
8 ones in total.
So you said the blue and the other one?
The blue. The other one. What do you mean?
The other shard.
The colors.
Yes.
I didn't say blue. But
You said it now.
I don't think I don't know if it's, but
I dig the gun into like one of the like
Just
wounds. I don't shoot.
There's
but,
there's
I
me in her
dig it
face with shadows. There's a gun in her head.
As the pommel of
No,
a,
so
a
it isn't her
sword.
head. It's like either arm or like foot. But it's like still.
And I can imagine Inanna with a notepad just in her face, like, yes, tell us more.
Yes.
Isn't this the party?
God damn
I'm
it.
leaned against the wall of the cell, just interjecting when necessary.
I didn't say the, but
Okay, but it's cut off, I think.
but anyhow, she said.
Okay.
There is the white one that I've heard of. The other one I don't even know what color it is. I've just heard the white by rumors.
And the names.
The
Yes.
white one, I think the white one is called Eternity. Yeah, something like that.
Do you
That's
know where
why.
these shards come from?
There. I'm being for. They said they have to make 2 of them.
So they are made.
3 of them actually. The others were actually.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else you need? I gesture to all of you.
Don't be shy. Oh, sorry.
We're getting very intimate, Nadia, you know. Like, we're not being shy.
Oh yeah, where does your cult work out of? Is it in whatever the fuck you mentioned before? In Arma?
It is a stronghold of ours.
And what is your goal apart from this weapon?
Well,
What do you plan to do with this weapon? World peace, world domination,
Aren't those
some
the same things
god
for the...
somewhere, destroy planets.
we want to get to the weapon before our enemy does.
No, I asked you why you need the weapon.
To protect ourselves.
Alright, classic.
Nice.
Classic.
Nice.
You said you served the Sultan. I
No,
understand. Well, rate him, worship, whatever you wish to.
No, it's more of a bargain.
Well,
He gives us a weapon, we give him what.
well, to be fair, that is a form of worship and servitude. Now, whether you want to say it's willing or not is up to you. Isn't that some kind of strange breakaway from your normal greater cult, aka your holy religion or whatever you'd like to claim it to be?
Alden will understand what we're doing.
Alden being the leader of the Reagency, like the official leader of
Alden is God.
Oh, right, the god Dawn. Okay, Alden.
Alden Star.
Okay. Is the Regency split on this matter, though?
Oh, the Emperor, the
The Holy Friar, or whatever the word was, I think.
Pontiff, could it be?
Pontiff? Sounds about... Yes, Pontiff. Rena.
Yeah.
Yeah, leader of the
Oh, the
Regency.
Pontiff will come around to our way of ending.
Okay. So you are part of the inner cult. Good. Just confirming, just making sure that this is part of the whole parcel. Okay. Well, I'm going to bring back to what I give a shit about in this moment. This is all wibbly wobbly stuff that's all hoity toity and higher up than I can ever think of. How many people are typically how many people are typically stationed at the beach at Kalk?
About time. I mean 20.
I shoot.
I nick her with the blade,
Ah.
so she's poisoned.
Okay. 20.
Temporary hit points.
Good. Great. Perfect. And the recent arrivals of the two vessels, do you have any idea as to when they plan to depart?
When
Good
the
question.
situation is
Ah,
over, it's ended, I suppose.
good. Okay, understood.
Or supplies run.
I see. Alright. That was the last question I had. I fill out my.
I have a question. Do you
Yes.
know where the security room is inside the stronghold? Well, inside the platform, yeah.
Ooh, let me think. If I may. Second story above
What was that? Second story above?
sea level.
Second story above sea level. Security.
Did we learn if we can open the bridge from outside?
You open the bridge by having both
Yes, we
sides.
as the guard
Both
when the guards say that it's all good, they relay to the inner people and then they open the door. That's
But only the inner people can open the door. There's no button on the outside.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
How's your day going, Nadia?
That was nice. Didn't go quite as planned.
yeah. But
Happens
I
to
guess
that.
that's the will of the Sultan and the will of Alden and the will of all the different entities that you have to convince yourself you're all doing as part of the greater plan, so that you don't die shameful, discarded, neglected, ignored, forgotten.
Oh snap!
That seems to be the case, right?
I suppose. Just.
Okay. Now, give me just a quick second, and I lean in, like I ask the people to like move down. I lean in, and I start to slowly disguise myself as her in her face. Okay, I'm gonna make sure those ridges are nice. Like you're perfect right now, the perfect image that I need. And I take note of the holes that Yoneda has very aptly like created, and I mimic them. And then I lean back out and I look exactly like her in her disheveled state. Perfect.
Aren't you dashing?
And
Quite.
as you talk, I'm going to mimic her sounds as you.
Lovely. Lovely.
In the background, you're
I will-
talking like her.
Ah.
Yoneda will also do that with. Wait. Can I do the thing with the voice?
Ah.
The shape?
Because you can speak the language and what, right? Of whatever creature you
But
turn
it's
into.
the but it's just the language.
You
Wait
get
for those
Yeah,
language.
basic shape, moving points.
To speak and understand.
Yeah, you can do
You're right.
exactly. But yeah, not
perfect.
You will come
Yeah.
to regret
But
this.
yeah,
But all in due time.
Oh, everyone comes to regret everything, according to you guys. It's.
Indeed.
I am already living on borrowed time and I'm enjoying my life as it is. Like I said, I do this because it's fun. And I twirl and I will walk out in her form, like, and I slowly start to like limp a little bit, and I give off a middle finger as I walk out the door. And I am done. The rest of you can do whatever you want with her. If you want to, gag her if you're leaving her alive, and I go around the corner.
We gag her immediately. I would do. I think we're good.
yeah.
Lovely.
I remove
think that was
the
very
zone of
productive.
Truth mode deactivated.
This zone of truth has been brought to you by
The void.
the void. Always present, always ever screaming out of the abyss.
But always welcome.
But always welcome. Alright.
The temporary hit points are still keeping her alive. But yeah.
I also leave.
She does sort of start to giggle a little. like maniacally.
What?
Mm.
Infinite.
Before we leave, I'll pop a void light in front of her. So instead of giggling, she's screaming now.
Ooh. What is void light?
For the briefest possible instant, you open the portal into the
11.
void, revealing the
Nice.
hideous lights beyond.
and you
Yeah, and I'll leave it there.
beautiful. As she starts to avert her eyes.
Enjoy.
Jared
Those are my
Broward
friends.
looks at you. Do we leave her there?
She's useless.
I think
So-
for now, just hold on to her, just in case
Well,
more
then feed her
information.
to the ducks after you're done.
To the soldiers on my end, I just say, just keep her in case we need her. But she is your prisoner at the end of the day. I think we've gotten more than what we originally even assumed we would. But I think there is some benefit to holding on for a little bit until you are off of this planet.
Good. Yeah. Perfect.
Alright.
And with that, you march information in hand, planning future filtration, and that's where we're gonna leave it.
Lovely. That's
Nice.
good.
Nice.
Thank you.
Just a question before finishing, just so that I can prepare. Are we going into a long rest?
I
Like a
think
long rest
considering how
period?
many people have like cast spells or need to change
Yep.
spells, we probably will do like a night where all
No,
of the
we definitely
people.
need it just so
Yeah,
because
well,
just to hand the resources beforehand.
I think
So
I
when
think
we're
that
in the long
if
rest,
you
I will have
Russell think
everything
it's like
prepared.
is
Yeah, I think it's beneficial for everyone.
like as long as you tell us that there isn't like something we have to go through in order to do long rest. Like
No,
I would imagine they need time to even prepare their soldiers and stuff.
Exactly.
Yes, they need time to prepare their soldiers, so yeah, it makes sense. Make a lot of.
I'll
Just okay.
I'll probably not
Just from
rest.
my
I
end, I'll
don't
prepare
really
something.
need a rest, but I will be watching over, helping the military to gear up and make sure that everyone is on point with the plan that we have.
Beautiful. You all disperse, and with that we close our session for today.
Nice.
Very good.
Thank
Nice.
you. Lovely.
Thank you for tuning in. We do have another session before Christmas, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes,
In 2
we
weeks'
do.
time, if everyone is still all good, we should have another session much like today.
And yep, and if we have any other events, we'll be sure to inform you. So just follow us,
Yes.
follow us on our social media.
Yes. If anyone has tuned in and perhaps isn't caught up, we are uploading the episodes on YouTube as well, and we tend to upload all of our streams. They're a little bit with a backlog, but by the end of the year we will probably be fully caught up. But yeah, you can watch our older episodes there. And
Beautiful. Thank you. And that's where we conclude. Thank you for tuning in, and good night.
good night.
Bye.